Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland Football 2017, McFarland's version of Friday Night Lights. My name is Bill the Big K Cather, and once again, I'm going to have the honor and privilege of volunteering my time to bring McFarland Athletics to you. Two-time cancer survivor, I'm just living the dream. And tonight, back behind the microphone, John Wells, the golden voice of McFarland Athletics. You can go ahead and cover your face because nobody can see you right now, John. Oh, I'm so happy to have him back, and he's going to be your play-by-play announcer this evening, and I'm just going to provide some stats and a little commentary here and there for your viewing pleasure, and we will make this as entertaining as we can this evening. So again, a shout-out also to the fans down in Evansville as well as worldwide. My son even viewing this down in Columbia, South America, as well as several other locations throughout the United States. Our viewership has been going up game by game this year, so hope you're all enjoying it. As Brent Musburger would say, you are looking live at Lloyd Schneider Stadium and William Rice Field in McFarland, Wisconsin, USA on this Friday evening, September the 8th, 2017. Tonight's weather is reported by Mr. Al Roker of NBC, Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti of CBS, and Bob Lindmeyer of ABC. Is a rather chilly 49 degrees. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 1.5 miles per hour, so wind is not going to be a factor tonight. Tonight's opponent, the Blue Devils of Duke. Oh, I'm sorry. Meant to say Evansville. They are coached by Mike Krzyzewski. Again, I made a mistake. The legendary Mr. Ron Groovestein. Evansville's a Division III school with an enrollment of 657 students. Blue Devils are presently 0-3, but don't let that fool you. They've lost all three close games to teams that are presently undefeated. They're led by 6'2", 175-pound senior quarterback Zach Milkey. Leading rushers, seniors, 5'10", 170-pound Tony Pascal, and 5'6", 155-pounder Logan Katzenmeyer. And leading receiver, 6'3", 195-pound sophomore Sully Geske. For your McFarland Spartans are coached by Mr. Paul Ackley, a Division III school with an enrollment of 687. Spartans are presently 2-1 and playing a very wide-open, entertaining style of football, averaging 37.5 points per game so far. They trail four undefeated teams by only one game, and so tonight's contest is very important to their playoff aspirations. They'll be led tonight again by 5'11", 155-pound junior quarterback Derek Schwarting. Captain Derek of Air Schwarting, completing 59 out of 102 passes, 10 TDs. 5'9", 156-pound junior running back Tyson White, the leading rusher, as well as four receivers, 6'1", 150-pound junior Reese Samuel, 2 touchdowns so far. 6'2", 165-pound senior wide receiver Nick Herbst, 3 touchdown catches. 5'7", 135-pound sophomore Donovan Hudson, 5 receiving TDs, and a 5'10", 155-pound sophomore Nicholas Hall, 1 touchdown. So a lot of targets for Captain Derek of Air Schwarting to throw to. Last year's contest at Evansville was won by the Blue Devils 44-0. Quarterback Zach Milkey completed 11 of 16 passes for 2 TDs and ran for a third. Braden Updike caught a 1-yard TD pass. Brady Marquis had a 3-yard touchdown run. And basically McFarland struggled all evening, as you can tell by the final score. Last week's results, Evansville dropped a 20-14 tough game to undefeated Beloit Turner, and your McFarland Spartans were victorious down at Warhawk Stadium in Whitewater, 33-14 over Whitewater. McFarland will continue tonight to use a very wide-open, no-huddle, up-tempo spread offense, as well as Milkey for the Blue Devils is going to fill the air with passes as well as pound it on the ground, so we expect to see the scoreboard lit up again tonight. Cather's keys to tonight's contest for McFarland. Again, first, their lack of depth, so they can't afford any injuries. Number 2, they need to shut down another very savvy, game-experienced quarterback in senior Zach Milkey. Number 3, they're very young and inexperienced, but they are continuing to gain more confidence game by game. Number 4, they need to stay up-tempo, get in a rhythm, and stay focused. And they need to reduce penalties. For Evansville, they need to use the leadership and experience of their legendary coach, Mr. Ron Groovestein. Number 2, they need to use the leadership and athleticism of senior Zach Milkey. They need to slow down the pace of the game and limit the time of possession and number of plays that McFarland has the ball. Number 4, need to apply pressure to Air Schwarting, to Derek in the backfield to shut down his air assault, to 4 talented receivers. Again, tonight, Spartans just came on the field. Again, we are going to get ready here for the national anthem. And so I'm going to ask you at this point in time to please stand, remove your headgear, put your hand over your heart, pay tribute to the United States of America, and we'll be back in just a minute, and I'll turn it over to your play-by-play announcer, the golden voice of McFarland Athletics, Mr. John Wells. So, our national anthem. And also, I might say, this is Parents' Night. We also had the introduction of our first, second, third, and fourth grade, fifth, sixth grade, I believe, football players. So we got a nice little additional crowd here tonight for this game. So public address announcer giving the starting lineups. Right now I might do my little Cather karaoke and pay tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, legendary coach and band director here. So let me just quick do that right now as a tribute to Badger Bill while they're giving the starting McFarland lineups. This will be a tribute to Badger Bill. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight, for our colors, brilliant fight, fight, McFarland high, don't let them buy you, rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant hail, to our colors, brilliant though, odds be great or small, we're victors overall. And your national anthem. And that was National Anthem, played by your McFarland Spartan High School band out here for their first appearance tonight, under the direction of Mr. Ben Peterson tonight. So let me turn it over to you, John. Nice to have you back. I'm loving it, so I don't have to do this ball game by myself. So
yeah, I'm back after that 1 year suspension, I think, from football. So
No. The voice also of Madison International Speedway.
Hey, it's a great night and good crowd here. Of course, Evansville, Albany. Don't forget Albany, part of that mix. Evansville, Albany always travels well, and they have tonight. Spartans have a nice crowd here. Again, the youth of McFarland recognized, the elementary kids for their flag football season. I believe that gets underway tomorrow. Again, Evansville comes in probably one of the best 0-3 teams you'll see. Broadhead Judah also 0-3, and they've made the playoffs 24 straight years.
All right.
Evansville looking at their schedule now, I believe they have the Spartans, Edgerton, and Whitewater, and, you know, they're probably looking to get on that winning track tonight. And the Spartans are going to have to score some points if they're going to win because Evansville's a pretty potent team.
Right, especially, I believe, last week, Logan Katzenmeyer just turned it loose. He was a handful last week for Floyd Turner. However, they came up just a little bit short. Like I said, they've been in three hotly contested contests against three undefeated teams. So,
and up front, Blue Devils are huge.
Yep.
And that's where, as we always say, the game's going to be won or lost up at the line of scrimmage. So, Carson Orwinski, number 20, going to tee it up for the Spartans. And he pops it up short here, going to be fielded at the 23.
Number 35.
25 over
Brady
the 30.
Deegan, 6-foot senior, 170-pounder.
And he gets out to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Blue Devils will put it in play, 1st and 10. Again, Friday night, September 8th, 2017.
Yep.
In case you're watching this in about 20 years. Probably won't be TV. And the technology we have now probably won't even be compatible, so who knows?
Who knows? They may have to pull us out of a time capsule, John, and view this sometime.
So Zach Milkey, the quarterback, he's been around forever at Evansville.
Yes, he has. And off to 27, Katzenmeyer.
And there he goes.
Away he goes.
Down the sideline.
He is off
30,
to the races.
25-20, still going, and pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Like I said, Spartans are going to have to score a lot of points tonight because Evansville, I think, coming in pretty confident. Again, that size on the line of scrimmage. Big number 64, Jeb Beck, 6'4", 325. And I'll tell you what, Bill, that number 64, he's every pound to 325.
Yep.
But that line, well over 200-pound average.
Right. Create a lot of problems. 57-yard scamper for Logan Katzenmeyer on first down.
See if they go back to him.
Right back to Katzenmeyer again off the right side. Right off the right tackle. And brought down, looks to be around the 3-yard line, John. I tell you, they started off the year throwing the ball a lot. Most of their touchdowns this year have been through the air, but the emergence here of Logan Katzenmeyer pounding the ball.
He's just a little guy, but he's quick.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Second goal from the 4, less than a minute into this game.
Yep, Katzenmeyer again, going to follow Pascal into the all-over right tackle, and boom, in 3 short plays, John. That didn't take very long at all.
It was actually Brady Markey, number 22.
Was that who scored that touchdown?
Listed at 5'10", 175.
You are correct.
But you know what, Bill? I don't know.
I think you're correct. We got the camera on him. Is that right, Patrick? Maybe we need to do a replay there, but I think you are correct. 3-yard touchdown run for Brady Markey. And I said in last year's game, Brady Markey had I believe, a 3-yard touchdown run also.
So Urquhart, Samuel Urquhart, number 21. Ball's placed, kick up plenty of distance. It's good, so we're less than a minute into this one, and Evansville Albany now up 7-0. See if the Spartans can answer.
Boy, that was
Katzenmeyer's 27, but all of a sudden there's a 22 in there, and they look to be about the same size.
He had a 3-yard touchdown run in last year's game, so he matched that already. And 59 seconds, like you said, in the first quarter, and boom, the Spartans already find themselves down. The high-flying Spartans are going to have to high-fly here.
3-play drive.
Yep, 3-play drive. Well, it started off with a 57-yard scamper, like I said, by Logan Katzenmeyer.
Well, let's see if the Spartans have an answer. They've put some points on the board this year, more points than, I think in 3 games, more points than they have in entire seasons.
Right. Like I said, averaging 37.5 points a game, John. So, all right. Evansville 7, Harlan nothing. All right, let's see. We need a quick answer back here from Air Schwarting and the Spartans.
Jeremiah Price Johnson and Nick Hall back for the Spartans. This
JPJ, wow, nice kickoff. Fielded down on about the 3-yard line.
Jeremiah's got it. He's fast. Keeps going.
JPJ,
still going.
But we've got Laundry out, John.
Yeah, gets all the way out to the 40. Earned a lot of that on his own, but
got a feeling that's going to be coming back. That Laundry went high in the air. And,
looks like a block in the back.
Yep.
That's too bad. Again, it would have been a good starting field position there, but you can have a block in the back.
Well, Evansville started from their own, 38, 40-yard line. That would have been nice if the Spartans could have matched that, but it's coming back. And let's see how deep we are headed.
Just don't want to see that to start your game.
Nope. And they are marching this baby back, and this
inside
is going
the 15. What about the 12, Bill?
About the 12-yard line. Correct, John. Okay, and our first look tonight at Captain Derrick and Air Schwarting. Throwing the ball all over the place, putting a lot of points on the board.
And we're going to run to start.
Coming right. Tyson White, leading rusher. Oh, nice break the tackle. And, boy, what a collision there with number 35, Brady Deegan.
Holy cow.
Wow. Ran over the top of him.
That's a helmet-to-helmet there.
Yeah, that was, wow. That head
Got another penalty, though, Bill. 2 plays.
Looks like the Spartans are
2 penalties.
Going backwards. And not a chance.
With chop block.
Yeah, not a chance for the Spartans to get right into their hurry-up tempo offense.
Big game tonight. And we come out, give up a 3-play drive for a touchdown, and now back-to-back penalties.
And that was one of my keys to the game, is to avoid penalties for the Spartans tonight. Just because I set it up as a key to the game does not mean that they need to follow my keys to the game, and hopefully that's one that can stop right there.
So we're all the way back to the 6-yard line. And again, Jeremiah Price Johnson took the kickoff out to the 40.
Yep.
So we're kind of negative 34 yards here.
Yeah, that's
so Schwarting will be back inside his end zone. And he's going to air it out.
Oh, great defense.
And that's number 85, Carson Hill.
Boy, was that nice defense that time by Carson Hill. 6-foot sophomore, Jen.
Yeah, the Blue Devils playing a number of sophomores here.
Yep.
So the incomplete pass will make it 2nd down and 18.
From the McFarland 6-yard line, Schwarting. Stop and go.
Airs it up.
And
incomplete. Matthew
overthrows
Josted.
Matthew Josted. And again, once in a while, if some of our officials sitting underneath our booth here, you might hear them come across our telecast. Thought there was a little hold on that call.
Doesn't matter what the fans think.
Doesn't
matter what we think of.
Well, you're absolutely right. We just report what we see, John.
So here we go.
Schwarting.
3rd and 18.
3rd and 18 from the 6. Just don't want to turn it over here. Oh, Reese Samuel. And, boy, that was almost picked by Carson Hill off the hands of Reese Samuel. So, not a real good start here. That was something that your Spartans didn't want to have done.
That was a poor start.
Yeah.
Poor start. Now we got to bounce back here, though. And
Nick Herbst averaging about 36 yards a punt. Punted well so far this year, John.
Deep in his own end zone.
Yep. And make sure we get a good snap here. Well, Evansville came with a lot of pressure there.
The knuckleball there. Urquhart's got it. First tackler misses him. Second tackle misses.
Nice
Not
tackle.
the 3rd time. I believe
Nice
that was Emmanuel Barber Thomas there.
5'11", 160-pound senior. Nice job, Manny.
But Evansville, great field position. They're going to start with it at the McFarland 28, Bill.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the right word to use for the start to this ball game, John.
Inauspicious.
That's, that came to my mind, but then I thought you'd ask me to spell it.
I can't spell it.
And I thought then we were going to run into trouble, so I thought don't even mention it.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils here
Milky.
with 10:13 to go in the first
Pass
quarter.
on the backfield. Oh,
he's
Milky going
got
back,
a receiver
airing it
open.
out, and knocked down.
Wow. Nick Hall on the coverage. Or tight. Yeah, that was Nick Hall.
Yep, punted for Soligeski.
Hey, and a penalty on Evansville. Bill, we've had about 6 plays from scrimmage here, and we've had, 3 penalties already?
Yep.
Wow.
What do we have in here, John? A holding?
Going to move the ball back out to the 39-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down, or correction, 1st down and 20.
1st and 20.
Officials working on their arms here early.
Bleachers being pounded. Fans trying to get the defense picked up here. Milky.
Nice
and
play.
A beautiful Tillo tackle.
And that's Carson Werwinski.
Boy, was that a beautiful 5'10" junior.
Sam Hagley there on the carry. Going to be a loss of a yard, put it out behind the 40, just outside the 40-yard line, so it'll be second.
Boy, beautiful tackle.
Yep. Didn't get fooled.
Nope, stayed at home.
Carson's a smart kid. He did his job. And
well, of course. Is he a John Wells success story?
Might be a former student of mine. I believe he is.
Maybe he is. So another John Wells success story.
Milky
in the backfield. We're 21, Sam Urquhart in the backfield with Milky, and he's going to use a timeout.
That little confusion there.
Yep. Well, Spartans might got a little catch a break there with that penalty. Let me just quick throw in a couple things here. McFarland Cable TV Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home, as well as fans in attendance, desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media, the Thistle, Cable, Channel 982, and our website, YouTube, McFarland Cable. So once again, thanks for your support. All right, now let me give a shout-out to our staff tonight under the direction of the main man, Eric Redding, and tonight's crew who's here, the mastermind, Andrew Day. It's an Andrew Day production tonight. On the cameras tonight, we have BB, Ben Bex. We have TC from the Twin Cities, Patrick, Twin Cities out of Minneapolis, Morn. We have the Queen is here tonight, Stephanie Miller. And what a great crew tonight. So you're going to get some great graphics. Hopefully we're going to get some replays to you. And again, I'll be thanking our staff tonight for helping us with this production. Back to you, John. We are at 2nd and 22. Milky in the backfield. Out in the flat, there's Katzenmeyer. Oh, boy, and he's down the sidelines again.
It's fast.
Fast. And we are going to be at a 3rd and 3, like you said. That was about a 19-yard pass. Katzenmeyer can do everything. He's caught 5 passes for 50 yards and a touchdown so far this year. Big defense here coming up for the Spartans. 3rd and 4. Katzenmeyer and Pascal in the backfield. Milky.
Good call. Good play call there because it's 3rd and short. You're going to go for it on 4th down anyway. And defense. Sully Geske.
Yep. Nicholas Hall only at 5'10", trying to defend the 6'3" Sully Geske.
Some definite matchup problems defensively for the Spartans. A couple of lengthy wideouts here. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. So Marquis.
Katzenmeyer, he's going to the outside. Nice job, Brent Sherrick. Left end bringing him down.
So Marquis getting his share of carries here early on. Penalty marker is on the field. This would be our 4th penalty. Normally we don't keep track, but we are all of
chop block.
3.5 minutes into the game. We've now had 2 chop block calls.
Yep.
Wow. This might be a curfew game here tonight, Bill.
Well, I don't think anything will rival our first game of the year, John, where we went 3 hours and 19 minutes as the ball game went from 7 to 10:19.
That was with a lot of scoring, though.
We've
had
47-42.
Yep. Now the clock says 12 minutes. Oh, there it's 8:24. So that'll move the ball back to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal, or should it be 1st down? It's 1st down and goal.
Yeah. Got a little substitute clock operator tonight, so.
Urquhart,
boy, lowers the head, but another beautiful tackle that time.
Tyson
White.
Hung on to his leg and just hung on till he got some help.
Stayed
nice
nice
job,
and low.
Tyson.
Yep.
So now it'll be 2nd down and 17, which is 2nd goal. We're at 7:45 to go here in quarter number 1. Blue Devils up 7-0. On the move again, but again, penalties have hurt both teams.
Yes, they have.
And it's week 4 of the season, so kind of into the season where some of those mistakes probably shouldn't be made.
All right.
Milky, a lot of time. Oh, Sully Geske
again.
And a late flag. Going to be more than likely an interference on Donovan Hudson.
I thought Hudson had pretty good position. Ball was underthrown just a little bit. And here
they waved it off. They're so used to throwing the darn thing, they waved it off.
They're going to pick up the flag?
Hey.
Boy, I don't see that happen a lot, but you know,
especially on a play like that. I mean,
right.
The official that threw it's looking, I don't know. That's
what do we know, John?
Not enough.
I guess not enough is right.
We're just lucky we have officials. It's getting harder and harder to get crews. So
3rd and goal, John, from the 18-yard line. Big stop needed here by the Spartans.
See if they run to the right, the wide side of the field here. Oh, we got to. Katzenmeyer was wide open. Katzenmeyer wide open out of the backfield. Now there's a flag.
And there comes the flag again. Tyson White defending.
Maybe they'll wave this one off. Wow.
Boy, we've got some interesting comments coming here.
Yeah.
From all the officials that
I tell you what, you see
stands.
the replay on that one, Bill, and contact was pretty much there when the ball was there. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that might have a legitimate.
What is that? I got to be recording. What is that? The 6th flag, 5th penalty, 6th flag.
Yeah, we haven't accepted.
And we are not 5 minutes into the game.
Right. Yep. Boy, if the laundry continues at this rate, John. It's going to be a slow-down ball game. I thought that was pretty good defense that time by Tyson White.
Of course, we have the luxury of the replay.
Right. Yes, we do.
You know, penalties are penalties, I guess.
Right.
But it's 3rd and goal this time from
9.
inside the 10.
Yep. And I keep saying it, boy, Spartans have to come up with a stop here.
Gotta like the formations Evansville runs, though, with the 3 standing.
Left tackle, and
Carson Werwinski all over him.
Nice job by the Spartans. Again, staying at home, probably figuring the Milky was going to put the ball up.
BC, Brent Cherrick also in there on the stop. Well, 4th down. And it appears that we're going to see a field goal here.
That's what it looks like. Boy, and that's what you like to see, too. Gang tackling, meaning until you hear the whistle, keep pursuing.
Looks like
nice
a 25-yard field goal attempt by Samuel Urquhart.
Yep.
Ball is placed. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, they were a little out of whack that time.
Yeah, the whole timing of that was off.
Yep. Didn't look like he was set there at all.
So it's a stop for the Spartans. So see if they can get something going on offense here.
They would say dodged a bullet.
Yeah, they did, and it's good. Get a little more confidence defensively there after the first 3-play drive for a score for Evansville Albany. So again, good series for the Spartans. Again, penalties kind of took both teams out of sync there.
Yes, they did. And Spartans. 1st down and 10 from their own 20.
See if we can get something going here offensively. Shorting forced out of the pocket, going to throw it out of bounds. Nice catch there on the sideline.
Oh, last game we had at home, you would have liked this, John. We instant replayed it. Coach Peterson pass thrown to Coach Peterson on the sideline, dropped it, bobbled it, and dropped it. I said, I wonder how many times that was shown. Maybe at practice.
I won't be happy until I see Arlen catch a pass over there. So,
all right, Spartans.
2nd and 10. Movement.
Oh, a nice job by the captain, Derek. Captain Derek going to get 5 free yards. And, John, that was the 4th penalty on the Blue Devils.
You're keeping track now. That's good.
Yep, I got 4 on Evansville.
Could be the story of the game here. 2nd and 5.
Penalty-ridden game.
2nd and 5. Schwarting forced out of the pocket. Got a receiver complete.
Man.
Is that Nick
Beautiful
Hall?
Beautiful reception by Nick Hall.
In the Blue Devil territory. Yeah, and I think the Spartans came in pretty confident they could move the ball. Key was defensively. That stop, though, again, gives the Spartans momentum. And now Derek just put it right there. Nick does a nice job.
Beautiful.
2 hands, keeps his eye on the ball. Well done. Very nice.
What a great staff we have here providing some great replays for you and opportunity to.
That was sweet.
Everything is second look. Yep.
Here's Schwarting. Forced out to his right. Airs it up. Nick Herbst not going to be out of bounds. Nice catch by Nick. The Illinois State recruit. Nick's out of bounds.
For baseball. Correct?
That is correct. Of course, Nick started playing organized ball at the age of 2.
Oh, was he that old when he started?
Nick's been playing a long time. And he works hard. He's put a lot of time into it, and that's what it takes. You want to get to that level. It's a lot of time. 2nd down and 10 for the Spartans. Schwarting again. Got a receiver. That's Nick Hall. Nice move by Nick.
Move. Nice cut to
inside
the outside.
The 40.
Another
inside
nice
the 35. Move. And down he goes at the 33, Nick Hall. Nick just a sophomore, 5'10", 155. Just like those days of playing football on the playground at Wabisa.
That's what it was like. Yep,
look at that. Boom. Great replay. This is...
Like I said, there are 4 targets that Captain Derek of Air Schwarting can throw to. Herbst, Hall, Hudson, and Samuel. All of them threats.
Schwarting going to air it out long to Nick Herbst. He's there. He's got it. Pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Oh, my. Derek Schwarting. You couldn't have thrown the ball any better. And Nick Herbst, again, never taking his eye off the ball. And the Spartans are inside the 5-yard line. They're hurrying up to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Heating up. Here it comes.
The confidence.
We call it the air assault. And here it comes, like I said, averaging 37.5 points a ball game.
They're going to run.
Schwarting, Tyson Wright. Tyson White going off left tackle.
He's in.
And I believe
he's in.
We haven't had a signal yet, but it looked us that was good.
Oh,
and they're going to mark it down on
the come on, guys.
1-yard line.
All right. Let's run the same thing again here. 2nd and goal. Evansville wants a timeout. Hey, Spartans on the move here.
Yep.
5:12 to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and goal. But again, confidence kind of waned after that first drive by the Blue Devils. All of a sudden now, a couple of big plays here for the Spartans.
Absolutely.
And that momentum has changed quickly.
Hey, John, I just was handed a special note here. I love this when we get contacted, right? My people, as a matter of fact, my phone's been buzzing here. I got to check my little text. We are going to give a shout-out to Mr. Jim Heilman for the Facebook comment. He just sent it. That he said, we appreciate you tuning in to our broadcast. So thank you, Mr. Jim Heilman, as well as all others out there, no matter where you are. I know, again, my son's watching this ball game tonight down in Columbia, South America. So, yeah.
That's better than the comments we got last year where people called us idiots and things. So this is, we appreciate that one.
At times that's probably not a bad comment to share with us.
Well, we have fun. If we didn't, we wouldn't be here. So Here we go. Second down and goal. Inches from the goal line. Schwarting is back at his 5. And
Connor Frazier.
Straight ahead. Connor Frazier into the end zone. Connor Frazier, also a sophomore, 5'11", 190 pounds. Well, we don't know. Is it in? Yeah, it's in. There we go. There's the signal. Nobody knows. Discussion. Well, I don't know if he was any more in there than Tyson White was, but this one counts. Now, extra points are kind of a circus here for the Spartans. You never know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Been taking the odds and going for 2. Now, of course, if you've scouted the Spartans, you got a little bit of an idea what might be going on, but this creates some interesting scenarios and possibilities. And Schwarting going to air it out for Herbst. Does he have it in? He does.
Wow.
Oh, my. Defender for the Blue Devils said, hey, he's out of bounds. The official says, no. And with 5:06 to go here in the first quarter, the Spartans go up 8-7 on the Blue Devils.
Wow. And a great replay picture of
Well,
that.
he had one
Nick
foot
just
in.
getting the right foot down. You are correct. Boy, that was really big. John, you know, as long as we got to some comments here, I got to tell this. My own son just gave me a shout-out here from Colombia, South America. He said he's got 3 comments, so I'm going to shoot them back to you, Bretter. Watching the game, there are 3 things that my son wants to comment on. First, he said thanks for the shout-out to him. Second, he said a rough start for the Spartans. But then listen to this third one, John. He said, remember, Dad, you aren't doing the play-by-play tonight. Make sure to let Mr. Wells do that so you don't have to talk over each other. So what you mean, Bretter, is so I don't talk over the voice of McFarland Athletics, our play-by-play announcer, Bretter. So thanks a lot.
Because we're going to be turning the second half over to Ben Beck. So,
BB. Okay.
Bill, this is fun. This is
Yep.
Now you get another stop here. Then you start realizing that the Blue Devils
Thanks for those
are in
comments,
for a fight.
Bretter. Very positive.
Now we'll see Carson will pop it up to about the 25 here again. Let's see. Oh, no. Squib kick over here. Look at this.
But no, that's going to be interference because they signaled a fair catch.
I don't
and
know
was
if the
interfered
officials
with,
saw
I
that,
think.
though. I don't think they did.
Katzenmeyer was signaling for kind of the fair
That's
catch.
Marquis again.
Was that Marquis again? Signaled for the fair catch.
Saw Wanakee do that for a lot of years, that type of kickoff.
I believe maybe, John, the only reason that they're maintaining possession is because of the fair catch signal, meaning that McFarland had to lay off till he touched it, would be my guess. Because he basically intercepted it, cut right in front of him. Yep.
And I think the Evansville coaching staff is wanting an interpretation here. And Coach Grovestein, I believe, is taking over the boys basketball team down at Evansville. They're going to have co-coaches there, I thought I read.
The legend lives on in Evansville, huh, John?
I think the press box or the field is named after him down there.
I believe so, too.
Deservedly so.
Again, great work tonight by BB, Ben Becks, Mr. Patrick Morn out of the Twin Cities, the mastermind, Andrew Day, and the queen tonight, the queen bee, Stephanie Miller.
Long delay here.
Yep.
So ball will be at the 42-yard line of the Blue Devils. They'll put it in play first and 10. 5:03 to go in the first quarter. Spartans on top 8-7. And another different look here for the Devils. Handoff straight ahead, number 11, Sam Hagley. Gets out to the 45, so gain of 3. He'll bring up second down and 7. Yeah, a lot of different formations here for the Blue Devils.
Yep.
Where the Spartans, pretty impressed. First time I've seen the Spartans play, and offensively, Derek throws a good ball there,
yes,
and
he's
getting good protection tonight too. So here's Evansville though, 2nd down and 7. Handoff straight ahead, not going to go anywhere, and that is Pascal.
Met by Hunter Patchen and Hans Schwar.
Hansi.
Yep. Both of them, 2-man gang there, just rode him back.
So they'll give him, they're going to give him about a yard gain. So 3rd down and 6. Big play here for the Spartan defense. You can turn the Blue Devils away twice in a row. That really boosts your confidence defensively. So Pascal will be the lone back. Fake handoff, rolls out to his right, looking, gets away.
Just missed him.
And, that was Katzenmeyer. Nick Hall is back there. Boy, Katzenmeyer almost snuck behind the defense there, Bill. That could have been 6.
Yep.
But it's not, and it's incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down and 6, and the Blue Devils going to be forced into a punting situation.
And, John, we're still sitting at 3:34 of the first quarter.
Yeah,
We are going to be here for a long ball game tonight.
And again, it's a lot. Every time that clock stops on an incomplete pass, and
yep. Oh, and all our commercial breaks that happen during this, huh? All the advertisers that we've got.
Got an equipment issue here. Milky will be back in punt formation. He'll be inside his 35. And Spartan is back at the 25. He's got it. I believe that's Josted.
Nope, Samuel. Reese Samuel.
Reese Samuel. And Reese takes it up over the 25 to the 27-yard line, where the Spartans will put it in play 1st and 10 with 3:26 to go here in a lengthy first quarter. But I tell you what, I love it. Spartans right up to the line of scrimmage.
All right. Boy, John, is this a beautiful night here, too? Just absolutely perfect for high school football.
Bryce Thompson is the center, and he's only a sophomore. I think all of the linemen for the Spartans are underclassmen.
I will be reading their names in just a minute here, John. We always want to recognize the guys up front that make this possible.
Here's Nick Hall. Nick. Nice job by Nick. He waited for his blocker, then got outside. He's pushed out of bounds there by Marquis. But another penalty marker.
Well, okay, because we haven't seen a procedure call yet tonight, so we got that in there. So that's taken care of. Check that off the list.
Coach Ackley's out there just like, really? But it is what it is.
That is a good statement. It is what it is.
Nothing you can do about it. And
that is our 7th accepted penalty. We've been a couple others where they picked it up and whatever.
So 1st down and 15.
Oh,
big hit. Was that number 35?
Yep.
Brady Deegan.
Boy, he's been involved in some monster hits here tonight.
Ouch. Who was that on the carry?
Tyson White.
Tyson White.
Yeah, got blown up on that.
We haven't seen yet Donovan Hudson. He's due to.
He's a threat.
He is.
He's got 5 TD catches on the year, so at some point in time, that ball's going to him.
Ooh. Incomplete, and Bill, just as we said that, there was the pass to Donovan. So it's going to be 3rd down and 15. Again, every time that pass is incomplete, of course, the clock stops.
Schwarting right now, 4 of 9 so far in the first quarter.
That's more than some teams throw the whole game.
Right, yep.
And he's going to have his 10th attempt right here. Airs it out, nobody there. kind of a broken play. So 4th down and 15. That'll bring Nick Herbst in to kick the ball away.
A little miscommunication there, John. Quick running down the lineman, Bryce Thompson, a 5'10", 210-pound sophomore. 52, Tucker Jarrett, 6'2" junior. Jack Bruno, a 5'6" junior. Adam Hovland, 5'9" junior. Mitchell Roeder, 5'9" junior. Jack Hovland, 6 foot junior. Drew Mickelson, 6'4".
Oh, it's blocked.
Uh-oh.
And Evansville picks it up. That's number 18. Nolan Kickmo.
5'9" senior.
But the snap was very high. And Herbst never really had a chance there. So, big turn of events there as the Blue Devils will get it. That ball's going to be at, looks like about the 12-yard line, maybe the 13. So it'll be 1st and 10 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This time, no one in the backfield with Milky. See if Katzenmeyer comes in motion. Nope. There they go. Nobody
goodness.
on.
Pascal out there.
Pascal and into the end zone. One-play drive for the Blue Devils, and they take the lead, 13-8. Boy, nice play call by the Blue Devils. Obviously saw something to their advantage there. I think they're going to kick the extra point here, but nobody out there. Pascal could have run for a while there, but good effort by number 24, Viwe Tara. So Samuel Urquhart going to kick this one away, and this plenty of leg is good. So with 2:23, you can see on the scoreboard there, with 2:23 to go in the first quarter, Evansville 14, McFarland 8, and like we said, Bill, just a matter of how many points the Spartans are going to have to score here tonight, because now we got to get an answer. You don't want to go down 2 scores.
Nope.
Keep it within 1 score here. And
the scoreboard's been getting a workout this year, John.
Hey, it's exciting.
Yes, it is. A lot of fun
I'm looking
for
at the
people
crowd
to see.
here, and got a pretty nice crowd.
Yep.
Students and
got the full band here tonight. Their first performance tonight here.
Even some people from Albany making the trip over there on the Evansville side. And
my son just put thanks for the answers. Hey, let me quick run down our sponsors here tonight because they do so much for McFarland Athletics in the school district. Edward Jones, Joe Muting, and Tyler Weedle Agency. Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garvel Agency, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly Angeles, McFarland State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Gunderson Funeral Home, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Luke's Cafe, Lakestone Properties, Culver's and McFarland, Washoe Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Spurley Farms, Wisconsin, Betting Dan Frank, Green Lantern, McFarland True Value, Shelton Signs, Rural Masonry, Credo Product Development, 608 Threads, Farmers Insurance, Mike Chandler Agency, The Little Gym, and Quick Trip. Thank you all very much for your support of McFarland Athletics and the McFarland School District. And make sure people, as you use these places, to give them a big thank you also.
There goes Jeremiah Price Johnson on 28 yards on the return. Took it to the 10, out to the 38.
JPJ, Jeremiah Price Johnson, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. A lot of sophomores and juniors, John, on this McFarland
and like I said,
team.
Bill, when these kids were back in 5th grade,
playground,
you could see this on the playground. That a lot of talent out there, so it's nice these kids stepping up into big roles as sophomores here. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans from their 38 with 2:16 to go in the first quarter. Pass out here to Samuel. Got a little running room. Pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it, but it's going to be pretty close to the first down marker. Maybe about a yard short. So 2nd down and 1. Spartans up to the line of scrimmage right away. It's good to see that huddle kind of going away. Nick Herbst over midfield, pushed out of bounds in Blue Devil territory. Spartans are on the move. And right back to that line of scrimmage.
Offensive coordinator, Mr. Pete Willickett.
Up, whistle blows. Somebody not set.
Laundry up.
Yeah, sometimes you go just a little too quick and somebody's not set or somebody forgets the count, and that'll move the ball back right at midfield. So it'll be 1st and 15. We're finally under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And this has been a 40-minute first quarter so far.
Schwarting. And kind of throws it away. Hudson was there, but good choice by Derek Schwarting. This quarter has been so long that Andrew Day walked home and came back. And it's still 1:42 to go. Now, you Evansville people might not know Andrew, so second down and 15. It's been a long quarter. Schwarting going to roll this time to the left. Big rush. Down he goes. Boy, hot pursuit there.
55, Evan Blummer, 6'3" junior, 215-pounder.
Sounds like an Albany name there. So,
boy, and he didn't stop.
Boom. Could have been worse.
Yep. Also number 17, Malcolm Johnson, 5'10", 195-pound junior.
Puts the ball back to the 41-yard line now. Spartans back in their own territory as we near the 1-minute mark. So 3rd down and 24. Haven't seen a delay a game yet. I suppose in this game we won't.
Don't say that, John, because that's going to be coming. Although with the hurry-up offense, probably not on McFarland's part.
Got a receiver. Oh, boy. Almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Matthew Josted.
And
I
then
think he saw those defenders coming and just lost concentration there for a split second.
Oh, Van Katzenmeyer almost had a chance, too. Aren't these great replays, John?
It is.
I'm glad that Stephanie Miller just got back from Culver's, too, because she took a little break down there.
Bill, these replays are so good, we could sit up here in the press box and just watch the monitor.
Yep. We're having some fun with our staff here tonight, huh?
Oh, another high snap. This one he's going to get off, though. It's going to take a huge roll, and it's going to stop. It's going to be down.
Oh, no, but he rolled into the end zone.
Too bad. That was Viwe Tara. Oh, that would have been a huge punt. What were we at, Bill? Were we at the 41? So that would have been a 59-yard, and I think it winds up a 39.
Yep, according to official stats. And John,
I think that ball, Bill, honest to goodness, like one of your chip shots, I think that ball would have just died right there.
Died or even spun it back a little bit, John, huh?
Here come the Blue Devils. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Still in the first quarter. There we go. Looks like Carson Werwinski on the stop. Somebody tripped him up. Patchen's in there.
That was Connor Frazier actually on that tackle, John. 5'11", 190-pound sophomore.
So we'll give him a gain of 2. This should be the final play. Well, that will be the final play. The clock is stopped at 15 seconds for some reason, and the officials are saying run it. So that's kind of what I thought was going on there, that they basically just ran the clock out. So 1 quarter in the books here from Bill Rice Field at.
All right, we just got the official countdown, too, from the Queen. Stephanie Miller up here counting it down. As we just witnessed a 44-minute and 38-second first quarter.
Unbelievable.
John. Wow.
Now, you might think that the score is, 40-30 or something. No, there's only been 3 touchdowns here. 44-minute quarter.
Wow.
Now, I tell you what, if you're running ads and things like that, you're loving it because you got a lot of spots there. But, however,
John,
Ben Bex is now asking to be paid by the hour here instead of the game. So.
Well, and I've already put aside here 6 pages of fillers, John.
And it's not, the good thing is it's not cold yet.
No. Beautiful night for
Andrew
football.
Day brought one of those, fire pits up here in the press box, and he's going to fire up here later tonight.
We're still waiting.
Hopefully that smoke goes out the back window and not towards us. So
I want Andrew to get that drone over here so we can fly that baby up and get some.
Remember
aerial
last year it
shots
was
of
so
this.
hot at one of the games he was up here the whole time without a shirt. So it was. Second down for the Blue Devils to open the second quarter. A little inside handoff. Look out. There goes Katzenmeyer. Nobody's going to catch him.
Well, no.
It's going to be a 78-yard touchdown run. Looked like it was almost a broken play in the backfield, but
yeah, it did.
See if we can catch that one again. Those of you in Evansville, you'll be able to use this one for your highlight film. And unfortunately now that makes the score 20-8.
Here we go.
Yeah, a little inside handoff.
It almost looked like Hagley was going to get the handoff and instead punched it inside.
Katzenmeyer off to the races.
And 13 seconds into the second quarter, we have another score.
So Urquhart, kick on the way, high enough, long enough, no good. Hey, makes it 20-8 with 11:47 to go in the first half. The clock stopped again for the change of possession following the touchdown, but the Blue Devils now up 2 scores at 20-8. Spartans need an answer, Bill.
Yes, they do. And again, John, I'm going to just throw out a couple of things while I'm thinking about them. Andrew, if we could pull up the Bill Rice. Our field here, again, was dedicated last year to William J. Rice Field here. And we're going to pull up the program that was handed out that night. There we go. John, maybe that brings some memories back to you more so than me because you probably knew Coach Rice and that. But what a special tribute that was to him, John, to dedicate this field to him. So I like to throw that up there so you understand where the name is from and that, because I'm sure a lot of you not know the man who the field's named after. William
And
J.
for those
Rice.
of you who
Thanks, Andrew.
are fairly new to McFarland, people might not remember that the football field for many years was in the outfield of the current baseball field.
I did not know that myself, John.
Yeah, that was there for a long time, and of course moving up here probably 20-some years ago. So Tyson White got some room and pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Play didn't necessarily look like it was going to go too far, but somehow Tyson is able to weave his way through. They're going to mark it at the 47. So again, makes a nice cut back. And a nice job by Tyson White. So right now, 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 47-yard line. Good field position to start this possession. Schwarting and penalty marker.
Laundry.
Gets the back out of the backfield.
Sherrick.
Maybe get a couple of yards. BC, Brent Sherrick.
But let's wait and see what the laundry is, John.
Gonna guess somebody wasn't set.
Yep. Be my guess.
We've learned long ago not to guess, because that's pretty much all we do. Part of the problem is the length of time it's taking to get the call made. Now, to me, now that should be a call that's just made, and it's just made, and the ball's moved back 5 yards.
Ball down, and let's move on.
We got
With that, McFarland
dramatics.
has now surpassed Evansville, 5 penalties to 4.
Still early, Bill.
Yep. 8 penalties in the first quarter.
1st and 15 now. That moves the ball back to the 42. Showing blitz here. A lot of time. Again, this one's going to go to Hudson. And Donovan will get pulled out of bounds. Now see where they mark it here. I think they're going to mark it at the 48. So we'll call it 2nd down and 9 from the 48. Trying to figure out what the 28 on the scoreboard is, but
I said we have a kind of a substitute timekeeper scoreboard operator tonight. Thank goodness. We have to have somebody to help out here.
It's not an easy job.
No, it's not.
Schwarting had a receiver underthrown incomplete. That was Donovan Hudson.
Schwarting.
Crowd all of a sudden gets quiet, Bill. They got to keep behind these kids here. It's 20-8. But if you got to give the ball back to the Blue Devils,
yep. Schwarting,
you just don't want to give it back to them this quick.
Right.
3rd down and 9. Big play for the Spartans here, even though it's early. Got to keep her close. Forced out of the pocket. Schwarting, looking, going to be thrown out of bounds. By the time the tackle came in, he was out of bounds, but it was close enough to being in play.
Malcolm Johnson, 5'10".
Almost took Arlen out of that one.
195-pound junior.
So 4th down, Nick Herbst will come in.
And the importance again here, John, of a good snap. Cannot afford to have another punt block.
Right now, Bill, Evansville with nobody back. Now they got to drop somebody back. Players coming off, including big Drew Mickelson, sprinting to the sideline. Snaps have been high to Herbst.
Oh,
that's
nice
perfect.
Snap. Yep.
Ooh, Katzenmeyer, gutsy move there. It's going to pay off, though, for the Blue Devils as he'll get pushed out of bounds.
Picked up an additional 15 yards back.
Across the, see where they mark it at about the 34.
Yep. For those of you who are watching this game again,
33.
I'm going to tell you there are 4 ways to view these games. Some of you are viewing right now on cable 982, local McFarland. This game is also live streamed right now at YouTube McFarland Cable. It may also be viewed at a later date at YouTube McFarland Cable, or it can be viewed at a later date on the McFarland Village website. So 4 ways for you to have these special memories of this game.
Again, Pascal. Cam Schaff is there. Connor Frazier again. Impressed with Connor Frazier on that defensive line.
Yep.
It'll be a loss of a yard, so 2nd down and 11. Now I got to see here. That's Evansville will move their offensive linemen to different sides, left and right. Airing it out. Got a receiver, incomplete.
Sully Geske.
On the coverage there, number 24. Viwe.
Only 5'7" and 145 pounds against the 6'3" Geske.
Little bit of
yeah, he kind of got
there.
into him.
Viwe's tough though. He held his ground. He wasn't going to let Sully push him around. But again, Bill, like you said, another sophomore. So 3rd down. We'll call it 11 and a half yards. This time they'll have Jeb Beck line up on the right side of that offensive line. Pass over here, complete. Oh, upended
nice
by Carson Werwinski. That was Sam Hagley. Looked like a steel wall crash there.
Yep.
He goes straight over. Watch Carson now. Boom. Nice job, Carson. 4th down. Again, see if the Spartans can get that ball back here and get it in the end zone as Milky will be back to kick it away. just over his 20-yard line. Good snap. Going to be a 1 or 2 up. Ball's going to just stop, and it's like a volleyball out there. That ball just goes straight up on the 35-yard line. Again, like a Cather chip shot.
It was number 18, Nolan Kismall.
Boy, he set that ball.
Yeah, he did.
Got right under that and set that one straight up. And
we didn't get a chance on our monitor to see if he spiked it.
Yeah.
Put it away.
Now, that would have been a penalty.
You're right.
Hey, first down for the Spartans, their own 35-yard line with 9 minutes and 34 seconds to go here in this marathon first half.
Yep.
Schwarting going to roll to his left. He's looking.
Nice
Got a
job.
receiver. Is that Cade Werwinski?
6'4", 6'2", 240-pound senior.
I tell you what, it's great to see Cade out here. He's been
after last
kind of slowed by some injuries, and it's just nice to see him out here and being able to play here his senior year. That away, Cade. So gain of 6, so second down and 4. Hudson in motion. Gets the ball. Turns it up. Going to get a couple of yards. Going to be short of the first down. He'll get 2. Tackled there by number 61, Jacob Shotliff. 6'6", 240. Wow. Evansville's got some big kids.
Yep.
Big play for the Spartans here. We say that a lot. Third down and 2. 8.5 to go here in the first half. Spartans looking over to the sideline. Let's get a first down. Going to be a long 2 here. Going to be a handoff, and we're going to get the first down. Tyson White. Well, hold on. He fumbled the ball, though. Fumbled it forward, and the Blue Devils have it right at midfield. So tough break for the Spartans. Ball just fumbled straight ahead. Blue Devils on it, so they'll get the ball back and take over on offense here with 8:09 to go in the first half, and Evansville leading 20-8. What do you think, Bill? They're going to throw it long here on first down?
I think what they're going to do is go to their bread and butter, who is Logan Katzenmeyer, who already has a 78-yard touchdown run, and I think.
Or are they going to set Geske up here over now? He's going to go back.
They're trying to hit the 6'3" Geske, but haven't had a lot of success with that. Katzenmeyer's been the real spark plug for them.
Well, there's that little inside reverse to Hagley. He takes it inside the 45 down to the 43. It's pretty good athletes on that Evansville-Albany team.
Yep.
Seen many of those kids in basketball.
Yep.
They've got some pretty good young players coming up to fill the shoes of some of their pretty solid graduated players the last couple of seasons.
Formation kind of reminds you of the Jefferson Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've thrown a lot of different sets at McFarland tonight, haven't they? Katzenmeyer, and another nice tackle by Werwinski. Carson.
Cordell Cloth there also, number 33. Yeah, I tell you, you run that offense well. It's hard to tell who has the ball.
Yep. Especially
and I heard something last night that I had never even considered, that some schools that run that, they have black uniforms and play at home. It's harder to see the ball than when they're on the road in the white.
Oh, I suppose so.
Never even thought about that. Milky. He's got Pascal open. They've got the first down. He'll be pushed out of bounds here inside the 35-yard line. Near the 33, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Great to have those of you in Evansville with us tonight watching this game, along with our McFarland faithful and those across the country and the world.
Yep. So remember again, these games may be viewed at any time on our website at YouTube McFarland Cable or on the Village of McFarland website. So later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, or call people anywhere and tell them to dial us in.
Here's Pascal. Couple of missed blocks. Keeps moving the legs inside the 30. Devils might be content now, just keeping that ball on the ground, grinding it out. Ball just inside the 30-yard line, so.
Spartans got to step up here, John. They can't afford to go down like 3 possessions here. That would not be good.
Nope, and like we said, they were going to have to score a lot of points here tonight because Evansville, again, with pretty good size up front.
Yeah, if you look at the size differential as they come up to the line.
And a little more depth,
yep,
on that line. Milky fakes the handoff to Hagley. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run, and he's got some room. Gets out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. So, again, Milky, no stranger back there. 6'3", 185-pound senior. Takes the ball inside the 20 to the 19, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Just been playing against a lot of these experienced quarterbacks this year, John. From East Troy, from Edgerton, and now tonight, Milky from Evansville, Albany. Makes a difference when you get that leadership out there at quarterback.
Oh, fumble!
Oh!
Cade Warwinski, that ball almost dropped right at his lap, but just couldn't quite turn to get that.
Too much momentum going past it. Oh, he was on the tackle.
So, again, a break for the Blue Devils as they recover their own fumble there. Katzenmeyer, the rare mistake.
Yep.
So the ball's back at the 24-yard line, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 15. 6:15 to go here in the first half.
We're moving along a little faster here, John.
We sure are. Here's Milky. Airs it out into the end zone. Got a receiver open. Sully-Geske. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah, a little difference there. Geske at 6'3".
6'3", 175. Nice job. I'm not sure what the Spartan player is saying incomplete for there, but looked like a catch to me, and doesn't matter again. It's what the officials decide. So Samuel Urquhart.
Last one was no good.
This one is good.
Good.
So with 5:56 to go here in the first half, it's now 27-8. The Spartans need an answer.
Well, and I said, John, in one of my opening comments here was tonight's thing, keeping in mind that don't be fooled by the records coming in here, because Evansville has played 3 teams who are sitting at the top of the Rock Valley Conference. They're undefeated at 3-0, and Evansville has those 3 teams out of the way, and now they're getting to play some of these other ones, and basically those were all maybe one-possession ball games, so they've been in tight ball games in that. Matter of fact, I think they were almost maybe one of the preseason favorites to win the Rock Valley.
Well, the Rock Valley is a very, very competitive conference.
Yes, they
really
are.
in all sports. And
right.
It's a little tougher for the Spartans because they're usually playing up a division, but those other schools, last year Clinton, I believe, was in Division 5 in the playoffs and made a nice run.
Yep.
I think they came 1 game short of Camp Randall.
Camp Randall, yep.
And again, Clinton with a nice team this year.
Yep.
But, I mean, you look at that conference, it's strong.
And I'll tell you, like we've said again, size differential, Evansville, and these big guys can move too, John.
Spartans with 10 players on the field. And the penalty marker. Evansville offside. Spartans
Still
playing 10.
With only 10 on the field.
By golly, if we can see it up here. There we go. Yeah, only you could see it. We could hear the coaches from Evansville next door. There are third and fourth men in the booth here, and they're yelling, hey, they're missing a guy out there. And unfortunately, we didn't hear that on the Spartan sideline. So Urquhart will tee it up now at the 35. And that ball was it touched? It goes out of bounds. That was Zach Maurer.
Probably not going to matter because it went out at the 35-yard line, John, and they're going to start there whether he touched it or not.
You are exactly right. 35 to 35, a 30-yard kickoff.
Yep.
All right, Spartans, we got to get something going here. 27-8, 5:56 to go. Again, Friday night, September 8th, 2017. I'm trying to think how many years we've been doing this.
Since 2005 was the first broadcast, wow. I believe, John.
I remember doing a broadcast years ago. I was actually on the bench during the game, and it was a McFarland girls game against Madison Memorial, and I did the play-by-play after the game. So it was kind of fun because there I was on the bench, and of course I knew what was going to happen. So I'm like, hey, watch this. They might
boy,
get a
were you
steal.
knowledgeable there. You guessed everything that was going to happen.
For once in my life, I actually looked good on a broadcast. So pass over here to Donovan Hudson, incomplete. So, Donovan, keep your head up. Shake it off.
Yep.
Love the crowd over here yelling, shake it off.
Yep.
Keep your head up. That's good.
Again, thank you very much.
Donovan's going to get one of those breakout plays here. Yep. I can just see it coming. A little stunt on the defense there. 5:52 again.
Only been able to pull him offside once on that little quick barking count by Captain Derek.
Bill, looks like you got a call now.
Yep.
Hey, that's Reese Samuel. Hey, look at this. Into the Blue Devil territory, down to the 46-yard line. It's a 19-yard gain. Schwarting to Samuel. Nice job, Reese. Reese, a 6-foot, 155-pound junior. Here's a handoff to White, straight ahead, no go there. Number 61, Jacob Shotliff. Had him collared. Loss of a yard, second down and 11. Bryce Thompson over the ball for the Spartans. Schwarting will call the signals. Two receivers to the right, two to the left, single back. Schwarting fakes, airs it out, got a receiver, comes back for the ball. And a late flag, that was Nick Hall. And a late flag there on number 35, Brady Deegan. Deegan's like, what did I do? Great replay here, let's take a look. That's what you did, Brady. You grabbed his face mask while he was trying to catch the ball. That one's pretty clear there. So if Nick Hall catches that ball, he'd probably have gotten a face mask penalty tagged on. So they'll walk this one off against the Blue Devils. Going to be a first down for the Spartans. Should be down around the 30. Yeah, mark it to 31-yard line. So again, no question on that one. And yet another penalty. Keep it going, Spartans. Need to punch that ball in the end zone. Down three scores here in the second quarter. Here's Jeremiah Price Johnson out of the backfield. Nice tackle there by number 18, Nolan Kickmo. It's going to be actually a loss of a pair, so it's going to be second down and 12.
All right.
Lucky that one wasn't picked off in the backfield. 4:24 the time on the clock. No, it's not 4:24 in the morning. Rolls out, Schwarting. Got a receiver. Nick Herbst complete. Nice one-on-one tackle there by Carson Hill. That's a politician name there, Carson Hill.
Yes, it is.
Gotta like it. We always have fun with names. My favorite names, Bill, are the ones that have two first names. Don't know if we have any of those tonight.
Dwayne, Wisconsin basketball. Do you remember that?
That was same names, you know.
Same names.
That one you rarely see.
Thank you for allowing me to step out there just for a second. You know.
Pass over here, way out of bounds. Jay Hansen. Jay caught that one.
Did Jay?
I don't know if we'll have that one on replay.
Well,
Jay.
He's got better hands than Coach Peterson.
But I tell you what I like the most about that one wasn't even a change in facial reaction for Jay.
Can we get that on replay again?
It was the same as when he was standing there. He caught it. Not even a smirk. All right. Incomplete either way. So 4th down and 5. Spartans need to get that first down or they give the ball back to the Devils. And Jeremiah Price Johnson, lone back. He'll offset to the right of Schwarting. And Spartans are going to need to take a timeout here.
That's good. Otherwise, it was going to be that dreaded delay of game that you predicted earlier.
Well, and
you
why
said
not?
we hadn't had one of those.
They got all
right?
3 timeouts, so you might as well use it.
Absolutely. John, I'm going to give a shout-out here. You know, we're watching this football game here tonight, but there are a lot of other sports that kids here in the district are participating in, and I want to recognize some of those people as well as urge some of you to, one, if you can, get to some of these events, or two, if you see these kids, congratulate them on all their efforts and follow their results and stuff like that. We have Coach Jessica Garvey, girls swim team, Coach Trish Fortune, girls volleyball, Coach Julie Gaffney, girls tennis, Coach Chris Dirt, girls golf, Coach Gorzalek, I always stumble on that one, boys soccer, and 2 coaches, Scotty Fisher and Andrew Garvey, boys and girls cross country. Boy, we just have so many kids. That's why it's a great school district. A lot of opportunities for a lot of kids to participate and have some great lifelong learning experiences that help them become better individuals. So thanks again to all you coaches and kids for your daily efforts in those other activities.
4th and 5. I think we're going to go to Nick Hall here. We'll see. Schwarting. Nope. Cade Werwinski. Attaboy, Cade.
Cade.
Inside the 15.
His second reception.
6'2", 240. Cade moves well.
Yep. H-back. Line up in a bunch of different positions.
That is Division I size for a tight end.
Yep.
Schwarting. Samuel comes back to get the ball. Tell you what, you always got to hold your breath on those because that can be a pick 6 the other way. But nice job by the Spartans. And again, just compliments for our talented crew here with all these replays.
Yep, absolutely.
It's great. I mean, they're going to be hired by major professional sports.
Well,
for
I
their
think
replays.
we're going to put them as part of our contract when we go to the mothership.
They were even doing replays in the Little League World Series, for God's sakes. I mean, come on. They got right and left field umpires with a 225-foot fence. Oh, this one's set up nicely. Nick Herbst, touchdown. Boy, the camera work here again, superb. You followed Nick the entire way. It's like the camera
was on him, like they knew what was coming.
They knew what was coming. Maybe they heard Pete call that play. Maybe that's what's on their headsets here, you know.
That is how skilled our staff has become.
Circus time here now, the extra point. I love it. I love it. This is great. It's time we see people think out of the box in football, and this I appreciate this.
Yep, that would be Mr. Willickett.
Rolling out. Comes back. Nice play. Cade Werwinski. Can you run something like that other than an extra point? I mean, that was big. Makes the score 27-16. Spartans with an answer now with 3:10 to go in the first half. You don't want to give up a score.
No.
No mistakes defensively. Maybe force the Blue Devils into a turnover.
Absolutely. John, pretty entertaining, huh? I'll tell you, every game that I've done this year, the first 2 ball games I did here were so entertaining. It's just this up-tempo, wide open, creative. You know,
well, I'm privileged to teach
have
with Pete Willickett now, so of course we're talking football until girls basketball season starts, but talking about how, you know, you got to run things that you have the athletes to run. You know, and if you've got some athletic kids, there's a lot of things you can do.
Right.
You know, if you've got a lot of size and a lot of bulk, you know, obviously there's things you can do that way. But I think the Spartans, you know, they're running what they can run with the kids that they have, and it's worked for them offensively.
John, I'm going to throw this out. I do my trivia question tonight. I want you to list these 3 college mascots in the order that they are most used to least used. The 3 mascots are an eagle, a tiger, and a bulldog. So I want you people to put those in the proper order from the most used to the least used. They are an eagle, a tiger, and a bulldog.
Pop up, fair catch. Penalty
and there's going to be an interference, I'll bet, with the fair catch.
Yep. Check out those cheerleaders over there, Bill. They're having fun.
Yep.
Game's over here, though, girls.
I believe that's what the call is going to be, don't you think?
Well, I'm sure there'll be a delay here. And now here's the problem, though. The problem with that, Bill, is you give Evansville pretty good field position.
Yep.
Here with, 3:10 to go in the first half.
Right.
You've cut it to a 2-score game.
Yep. Well, time for the defense. Got to step up here. And maybe it's time for that Evansville turnover.
The number of discussions here on penalty calls. Right. It's like bringing attorneys up to the bench in a trial. I mean, my goodness. Just call it. Don't have to explain anything now. They decline it, so they're going to get the ball, as we said, at the 48-yard line. All right, we'll see which side they line up Big Jeb Beck. Sounds like an old cowboy novel name there. It's a big kid, but again, Evansville will move their linemen right and left.
And
now how does he get through there?
Well, you run right behind the big boys.
That's Marquis. Couldn't even see him really with the ball there.
It was only his second carry of the night.
Watch that Blue Devil offensive line, though. You got linemen going all directions there, and here comes Marquis and right through. So the ball's going to be at the 46-yard line. 2:40 to go here in the first half. Spartans need a stop. A stop here means you've got some momentum going into the locker room at halftime.
Absolutely.
Pascal, the lone back now behind Milky. Milky dropping back. Oh, he's got a receiver wide open. If he's got it, it's a touchdown, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. And that
Sully
was Geske. And that was 54 yards. And, John, like you said, that field position.
Well, that pop-up kick, if it works, it's great. But if it doesn't, you've given that team a little more than 50 yards to go to score. Now, Geske just
his second.
Not even close there.
Nope.
Sully, only a sophomore.
His second TD reception, a 24-yarder and a 54-yarder.
We'll see if our camera people can get a shot on that open fire over there across from the field there. Andrew won't have to light up the grill tonight. We've got one over here. So Urquhart drills this one.
Good.
See if we can get a shot of that fire over there. And thought I was, there we go. That is live. Check this out. The camera work again. It's like a Yuletide fireplace here outside. Check
John,
that
don't
out.
be bringing that up.
Oh,
we don't want to move to that time period yet.
Love it. Well, it's 30. According to the scoreboard, it's 34-16.
That would
Spartans
be
are
correct.
down now 3 scores.
John, I always do something I call a Big K reflection. It's something new this year. Here we go. 2 weeks ago, I emphasized the importance of positively supporting all athletes. Last game, I emphasized the importance of being a student first and an athlete second. So tonight, I wish to reflect on the extremely disappointing, disrespectful decision of the Big Ten Conference to selfishly take another money grab for themselves by scheduling games on Friday nights. Friday night high school football games are a treasured tradition and are so very special to the communities and their athletes who train year-round to represent them and should not be compromised by money-hungry large institutions. High school athletes should not have to perform in front of smaller crowds, fans should not have to decide what to attend, and high school athletic budgets should not have to suffer reduced revenue based on greed. The Big Ten, including our own University of Wisconsin, has chosen to dump on you the very people who support them, high school players, coaches, and fans. Pathetic, disrespectful, greedy, selfish, disappointing, self-serving, and many more words can sum up my and many otherwise loyal supporters of football at all levels. So, shame on you, Big Ten. And that's tonight's Big K Reflection.
And I've had an issue with a lot of that for years, these 11 o'clock starts for games.
Yep.
Think about how that impacts the restaurants, in and around Madison when,
Right.
it's not the Big Ten, it's the Big Ten Network Conference. So, hey, there's
Nice
Donovan.
pass. There's Donovan.
Hang on to the ball. He's thrown forward for another 3-4 yards all the way down into Blue Devil territory. About the 44-yard line.
Yep.
There goes Arlen. Arlen's running to keep up with that play. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Again at the 44 with nearing that 2-minute mark. Hudson again. Hang on to the ball. Boy, another big kid for Evansville. They're 78. Now they have a 79 in the program listed at 6'4", 285. There is no 78, but that's a big kid.
Yep.
And Evansville kind of with that luxury of having a few kids that can go offense or defense, not have to go both ways. Schwarting. Hall. It gets back to the line of scrimmage. That was a tough play. Spartans now with 2 timeouts remaining, trailing 34-16. Bill, the over-under for this game was 65.
I believe
We've
that's
got
what
50
you told me.
right
Yep.
now. Wow.
I'm keeping track of the time of this quarter, too, so I'll share that with you also.
So much for getting back to the racetrack tonight. We'll be hearing the fireworks here any minute. Hudson. Ooh, a straight arm. Donovan down near the 35-yard line. 53 seconds to go here in the first half. Going to be just short of the first down, so it's going to be 4th and a yard. Key is here, you got to move those sticks.
Big play, you are correct.
Move the sticks and then call a timeout. Uh-oh.
Schwarting.
Oh, Derek's
nice
going to get out of there.
job,
Hang on to
Derek.
the ball. Got a block from the official.
Nice job, Derek.
Tell you what, that's the thing about football. I mean, you're an official. You're hanging yourself out to dry there.
You are correct.
You got
there,
22
John.
guys going all directions, and Al gets out of the way
Oh,
there.
boy, carrying that ball a little loose there. Got to make sure you tuck it.
1st and 10, ball inside the 30. Schwarting going to air it out. Uh-oh.
Jump ball.
Nick Herbst. Good defense there by Carson Hill. Incomplete, stops the clock. Bill, I wonder, and we don't keep these statistics, but I wonder how many times the clock is stopped in the first half. We've commented about that in basketball games that clock never seems to run more than 10 or 15 seconds.
And even with this up-tempo offense and that, how long these quarters.
And we're going to put a shot clock in, Bill. Yeah. That's going to solve all the problems.
Oh,
of
yeah.
high school
Oh,
basketball.
that's going to solve every problem.
Oh,
careful.
Hall was there, but again, incomplete. Yeah, that shot clock, that's going to solve all the problems. Make schools pay, what, $2,500 for it. So it basically comes into effect late in a half. You know what? You got a high school basketball team and you can hold the ball, more power to you.
Do you want to be the clock operator that has to determine that, John?
No, if they give that job to the announcer, I will be done. It's tough. I mean, there's times you don't know if that ball hits the rim or not, and after seeing the entire scores table swarmed on last year after a game in a very ugly situation.
Right, and now throw the 20-second clock.
Now you throw that shot clock
in
there, and that
in
makes
there,
it real interesting. And
yep. John, interesting stat here I'm looking at. How many passes do you think Captain Derek Schwarting of Air Schwarting has thrown tonight?
I'm going to say 25.
Unofficially, 15 out of 28 in the first half.
Oh
15, 20. I'm going to quick get this in, too, because we're going to step out here at halftime. McFarland High School dance team will be performing at halftime. You'll see Maria Cafalista da Silva, McKinley Dennis, Danielle Doran, Liliana Gallegos, Mackenzie Gillen, Judith Yates, Anna Jorgensen, Rebecca Kennedy, Brooklyn Patch, and Camille Schmidt, Jewel Shershak, Tara Shershak, Lulu Spencer, Lauren Staley, and Christy Zhang. Coaches Lexi and Amber Schradel. So, again, be sure and watch them at halftime. They put in a lot of time and effort, and for your enjoyment and the fans' enjoyment. It's another way that the kids in McFarland can participate. Uh-oh.
Yep, that one's picked off. Might have been tipped. This is Marquis. Still going and corralled down. Schwarting there on the tackle. But that'll end any hopes for the Spartans of getting a score here yet in the half. I'm going to guess the Blue Devils will probably just take a knee. See if that ball got tipped here.
Yep.
Thinking it might have, but that was dangerous pass either way.
Yeah, it was. That was into a crowd. There were 3 defenders there.
But when you throw the ball, it's always the risk.
Yep.
I'd rather see him out there throwing the ball than not, so. 34-16 as we wind down here in the first half. Most games tonight have probably finished or are into the second half. Yeah, nice run there, but a flag. Had to get a flag in.
Oh, sure, because the half
still keeping track of that, Bill. I think we got a hold.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
and there's
rather than allowing the half to run out, and right now, John, we are at, let's see.
We're going to be
6, 4.
It's going to be probably a little over a half hour here in the second half.
Oh, longer than that, John.
My watch stopped. It's been so long here. Hey, but you know what? We're having fun.
I've got us at about we're at about 38 minutes, so we're going to be, our second quarter here is going to go for about 39 minutes.
Look at this. It's like a scrum. It's going to take a knee, and that's going to, well, I'm going to say it's going to end the half. Yeah,
yes, it is.
It's better because everybody's running off the field.
Yeah, let's hope that's.
It's halftime. Score, the Evansville Blue Devils 34, the McFarland Spartans 16. We will take a break.
Yep.
Get some refreshments, those of you at home. And we'll be back here in about 15 minutes.
Yep. Test.
Prior to our parent site festivities, we have the McFarland High School dance team. Tonight, performing to Runaway.
Yep. All right. Yes, we were just discussing the length of halftime. That's about a 25-minute halftime, and I don't know if anybody's too pleased with that. That really lengthens the evening here. We're closing in on the 9 o'clock hour, and in years past in that, we got to about 9:15, and we were at the end of ball games, and now we're just getting in for the start of the second half here. Let me just recap the scoring again. At 59 seconds of the first quarter, 3-yard run by Brady Marquis. Extra point good, Evansville 7, McFarland nothing. At the 5:06 mark of the first quarter, Connor Frazier, a 3-yard run, 2-point conversion. Nick Herbst and McFarland captured the lead 8-7. Then at 2:23 of the first quarter, a 12-yard pass to Tony Pascal from Milky. Extra point was good, 14-7 Evansville. Headed into the second quarter at the 11:43 mark, 17 seconds in. 78-yard run by Logan Katzenmeyer. The extra point no good. Evansville 20, McFarland 8. Then we had at the 5:56 mark a 24-yard pass from Milky to Geske. Salieski, extra point good, 27-8 Evansville. Then we went to a 4-yard pass from Air Captain Derek Schwarting to Kerb's 2-point conversion good to Cade Werwinski, 27-16 Evansville. And then closing out the first half scoring at 2:19 of the second quarter, 54-yard pass from Milky the second time to Salieski. Geske, extra point was good, and that's our score where we stand right now. Evansville 34, McFarland 16. Turn it back over to John Wells, and we'll get ready for the second half, John. And maybe we'd like an over/under on the finishing time. Our first ball game
get
this
a
year.
handle on that halftime stuff because that was crazy.
Yep. Well, we had a ball game that finished at 10-19 was our first ball game this year. So let's see how we're going to compare to that.
Here comes Nick Hall on the return. Again, waits for his blockers. And he'll be tackled out the 33-yard line. So, yeah, good starting position
good
for
starting
the Spartans.
position. Again, I've got my trivia question was, list these 3 college mascots in order of the most used to the least used. And the 3 mascots are an eagle, a tiger, and a bulldog. List those 3, put them in order, and maybe at the end of this third quarter, I'll give you the answers to that. And whatever you'd like to wager at home, chores, cutting grass, shoveling snow, whatever. Okay, Jen.
All right. Well, Derek Schwarting will call the signals here. First play of the second half. Rolls out to his right. Hands off to Jeremiah Price Johnson. Here he comes the other way. Puts his head down. Keeps going. Spins forward. I like it. Jeremiah, good speed. Strong kid. He's going to get all the way out there near first down. And they're going to say, yeah, it's good for the first down. So a gain of 10 for Jeremiah Price Johnson. Again, just lowers that shoulder, which allowed him to pick up those extra yardage, or the extra yards.
Yep. He's been averaging 12.8 yards a carry, and he's had 1 touchdown so far this year.
Goes forward for a couple of yards. Again, a very young Spartan team. I've been here a long time, and I think this is about the youngest group they've had.
I would agree, John.
With a number of sophomores stepping in. And, you know, it's not like basketball where you can put freshmen and sophomores out there without even thinking about it. But in football, because of the physical part of the game and the size, they're going to have 4
wideouts.
4 to the right.
I think this
is
a
to the left.
Pete Willickett special here coming up, huh?
See what happens here. Maybe it'll be a quick pass. Fakes, looks, airs it out to Samuel way over his head.
Yep, tried to isolate Reese Samuel. First half said 15 out of 29 in the first half unofficially. So now there's Schwarting. 50%, 15 out of 30 so far in the ball game. Same formation, John.
Third down and 8. Oh,
ooh,
look
and
out.
That's almost a lateral, so.
Yeah, that was back to Matthew Jostad. That had nowhere to go. And now they're going to have to kick the ball away.
Got to be careful of those, don't you, John? Huh? When those, because if that's muffed, that's a fumble.
But now you're kind of in a situation here. You got to be careful. You don't let this one get away here. Spartans again down 18, and they'll give the ball back to the Blue Devils. So Nick Herbst back around his 20, about his 22-yard line.
That was your favorite name, Carson Hill, who made that tackle there that time.
Well, they looked to fake, almost blocked.
Oh, Van, what a great
nice
bounce.
Roll. Very nice roll. Going to be down inside the 20-yard line at the 19. It's going to be about a 46-yard punt for Nick Herbst.
Sam Urquhart was kind of playing around with that ball a little close. It takes a little bad hop. It could have gone into him. I don't understand.
Punt statistics, Bill, are deceiving because it's marked from the line of scrimmage, but yet a field goal isn't. But a punt is. Same thing with a pass, I guess. When you throw it 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, it's still officially from the line of scrimmage. But you think about a punt, it should really be marked from where the kid kicks it. But, of course, it's where the line of scrimmage is.
Yep. We don't make the rules. We just report them.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, their first possession of the second half, leading 34-16. Straight ahead, number 32, Tony Pascal. And Evansville's got a lot of weapons. It's not like we've called one or two names all night.
Right. Nope, a pretty good variety that Milky has back there to choose from, especially when you have a 6'3" receiver in Soligeski. That's a big plus to throw out there.
Spartans with a tough schedule remaining here.
Yes, they do. Yep.
Tough schedule. Pascal. Stacked up around the 30-yard line. Going to be pretty close to the first down, and it is.
Yep. Let's see, maybe if Evansville-Albany, like I said in some of my pregame comments as far as keys to tonight's game, they want to keep the ball out of the hands of the McFarland offense and slow this tempo down and not allow McFarland to get in a rhythm. So, let's see, they might go a little more on the ground game here and keep the clock moving. And, of course, as I say that, it puts the ball up.
So the pass intended for Pascal, incomplete. Tell you what, you get a close-up of the Blue Devils. They've got a slogan on their pants. I think it says "Pound the Rock."
Really?
Maybe they're referring to the White Rock. Pound the Rock. Gotta say, in all my years, I've never seen that on a uniform. Pound the Rock.
It's interesting that WIA would allow something like that, John.
Well, Katzenmeyer
he
stood up.
JPJ, Jeremiah Price Johnson, and number 32, Brent Sherrick. Little teaming on the tackle, I believe.
Katzenmeyer still going to manage to get about maybe 3 yards out of that.
Or no, that was Cordell Cloth again, leading tackler.
Cordell, he's tough.
Cordell coming in the ball game, leading tackler, 24 tackles on the year coming into the game tonight.
Cordell, a junior. So 3rd down and 5 for the Blue Devils.
Milky a little unsure here of the call.
Yeah, he's just fooling them. And there's a penalty. Going to call a timeout here?
Yep. Still looking for that delay of game penalty, John.
Haven't seen it yet. We've seen pass interference. We've seen chop blocks. Offsides procedure.
Yep.
Haven't seen a
pass
God
interference.
Only knows,
We've
haven't seen a personal foul yet.
Nope. Hey, John, let me quick run down here. I'd like to talk about all the other people involved with this. Head coach Paul Ackley, varsity assistant coaches Pete Willickett, Brian Hellenbrand, Mark Pankow, Doug Peterson, Brian Hahn, Ryan Rothwell, and volunteer Tyler Weedle. JV coaches Ken Walsh, Mitch Rogness, Preston Brandt, volunteer, Greg Clerkin, volunteer, varsity managers Tyler Cage, Libby Domacy, special assistant Mike Friedel, ball boys Damian Hahn and Gunther Switzer, Luke Schaff, T-girls Caitlin Ackley and Julia Ackley, Sari Blanchard, athletic trainer Jay Hansen, statistician Chad Pele. Thank you for all of
Sarai
you people
and
also.
Julia, they're
Sarai.
the ones that had that lemonade stand that.
Oh, are they? Yeah, you
raised all
mentioned
kinds
that.
of money.
Yep. Yep.
Third down play for the Blue Devils. Milky forced out of the pocket. Big rush. He's going to go down.
And there's Cade
Werwinski.
Werwinski.
Nice job, Cade. Going to force the Blue Devils to kick the ball away. Again, nice defensive stop for the Spartans.
Boy, and so they used a timeout and obviously didn't get what they wanted to on that. And you know, the nice thing, John, the clock is continuing to run. We might still able to get this ball game.
In no hurry.
Boy, no, they're not. I said they're trying to slow the tempo of this thing down.
Take some time off the clock.
Yep.
Low snap. That's going to be blocked.
And that's going to be blocked.
Oh, this could be picked up. Oh. V-Way.
14,
Tara's
Michael
on that.
Marfori, 5'10", 165-pound senior.
So Marfori with the block. V-Way Tara with the recovery. Ball's going to be at the 21? Nope, 16. 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
And a chance, big chance here.
How about that little turn of events?
Yep. Got to capitalize on this, John.
Nice rush, nice pursuit by the Spartans. So 1st and 10. Take advantage of this one. Oh, look out. Intended for Herbst. That one kind of hung up just a little long and broken up by Carson Hill. Another one of those, you hold your breath as soon as you start throwing that ball towards the sideline.
Again, people, you can watch these games live on Cable 982, which some of you are doing, but keep in mind our website in the Village, as well as YouTube, McFarland Cable. You can watch these games, either some of you are right now live streamed or at any later date. YouTube, McFarland Cable.
Jeremiah Price Johnson gets back to the line of scrimmage. Just like that now, it's 3rd down and 10.
Yep.
Got to take advantage of the blocked punt here. Get some points.
For sure, because we are in a 3-possession game, John.
So 3rd down. Well, this quarter's just flying along.
Yes,
we're under
it
6.5 to go.
Yep.
In quarter number 3.
Maybe it just seems that way because of the way the whole first half went, as well as our
This doesn't
25-minute halftime.
We got a delay coming here if we don't get a quick snap. Wow. Schwarting. Oh, Nick Herbst.
Close.
Just out of reach.
Tipped away, Brady Deegan.
4th down. Yeah, I looked up at the clock and I thought, my eyes aren't so good, but we're under 6 minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
I'm going to guess the whole second half, and this is not a continuous clock or anything. I'm going to guess the second half is going to take probably less than the first quarter did.
Might be.
Big play for the Spartans. Got to keep this drive going. Oh, incomplete. And the ball's turned over on downs to the Blue Devils. Not a good possession for the Spartans by any means.
Nope.
Boy, tough one there. Couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
So you're going to ask the defense to come up with another stop here, and they can do that.
Had a chance to regain some of the momentum there, and again, that's a pretty big deal. Boy, I can tell you, number 64, Jubbeck again. 6'4", 325. We could run behind him. Number 70, Braden Burgum, 6'3", 240.
Well, it's interesting, Bill, because like we said, though, linemen will line up on different sides of the ball, but it doesn't seem like they go to Beck's side that often.
Yeah.
We'll see. Of course, they will this time probably, but
Oh, that's going to happen.
And they do.
And they do.
Katzenmeyer, nowhere to go. White's there. Frazier's there. Warwinski's there.
Boy, you know, except for a couple of big plays, McFarland defense has played pretty well. The 78-yard run.
And the big run by
Katzenmeyer and 2 passes to Geske, and outside of that.
It's a difference in the game.
Yes,
those
it
big
is.
Plays.
Yeah, the big plays.
It's a good effort here by the Spartans. Haven't necessarily taken advantage of what Evansville's given them. Here's Milky. Here comes the big play.
Oh,
wide
my
open.
goodness.
Oh, Sully got behind.
Wow.
I don't know if that was
dodging.
A little bit overthrown.
Another
but, oh, my.
Oh, my is right.
10 yards.
Boy, that's one where I guess you got to just throw it out there, and you don't even need to lead him. Just get the ball to him.
That was an automatic 6 there.
That could have been a Wayne Larrabee. That could have been
Evansville letting McFarland, hang in here.
Yep. Got to come up with a stop as the bleachers are being stomped on right now. People still trying to get the Spartan defense
crowd.
Maybe
they're firing up a little bit here.
Yep. Make some noise.
Milky.
Samuel.
Look out.
Pursuit.
They got him back here.
Oh, wow. Nice pursuit that time by the Spartan defense.
By golly, Arlen almost had that one on the down marker. Didn't see a Blue Devil close, but
nope.
Hey, you can't ask any more from your defense.
No, I think except for
back.
a couple of big plays. You're right, and who knows? Got to go after it again, I guess, here, John. You're down 3 scores, and this quarter is starting to disappear. And as they say, the clock is your worst enemy right now.
Milky back at the 5. Good snap.
Quick kick that time, just to get it off.
And that's going to bounce dead at the 43, so good field position. So come on, offense. You got to answer here.
Yep.
Evansville letting you stay in the game. Down 18.
Yep.
No points scored here in the second half. 4:53 to go in the third quarter.
We've already got a Rock Valley Conference ball game that's finished up. Final score was 28-24, John. So we already got a ball game that finished up someplace.
Who played?
I'm still looking for that.
All right, 1st and 10.
I'll get that information to you at some point in time here.
Let's go Spartans. Come on. Move that ball. Schwarting. Oh, we got a receiver.
Oh,
no.
Just overshot Donovan Hudson.
He was there. Oh,
boy,
my.
We've seen
that
both
would have been
teams,
a beautiful play. Nice effort by Donovan.
Yep.
Stretched as far as he could there, but not able to reel that one in. But, boy, it was close.
Yep.
Oh, it was close.
Both quarterbacks had opportunities here to put a big play on the board. Just a little strong on their throws.
2nd down and 10. Hall comes in motion right to left. Going to go up and over everybody. Incomplete.
Derek having a little tough second half here.
Got to be closing in on 40 attempts here.
It's only 2 for 8 in the second half. 17 for 37 on the game right now.
So 3rd down as the campfire smoke drifts into the press box here at Lloyd Schneider Stadium. There goes Jeremiah the other direction. Got some running room. Still going, tripped up.
Little shovel pass, John.
Nice job running by Jeremiah.
Yep. Oh, no, a little inside handed off.
Picks up the 1st down, so nice run. Spartans quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Hand off. Jeremiah gets the line of scrimmage. He's thrown back.
Yep, Dane Trustum, 6 foot 1 inch, 195-pound senior on the tackle.
So Jeremiah comes out. Brent Cherick replaces him. Game a yard, so 2nd down and 9. Schwarting rolls out to the right, looking, and attempted for Nick Hall, incomplete. Camera work right on it again. And the clock stops, so 3:52 to go in the 3rd quarter here.
And no scoring, John.
3rd and 9.
Yep.
Quick half. Or
yeah,
quick
the 65
quarter
at the over-under, and we're still sitting at 50.
Here's Schwarting. That ball's tipped, incomplete. Got a hand on that number 55 there, Evan Bloomer. Well, another 4th down situation, so 4th and 9 for the Spartans.
We're almost getting to a must situation here.
Everyone is now
game.
because, and again, Evansville's giving you the opportunities.
Yes, they are. Field position.
And credit the Blue Devil defense. They've been there to answer the call here in the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
Studying the signals. 4th down and 9 for the Spartans. Again, quarterback Derek Schwarting. Oop, that one.
Some miscommunication.
Yep, unfortunately doesn't go the other way there.
Yep, signaling that little miscommunication.
So once again, Evansville forces the Spartans to turn the ball over on downs.
Yep, at the 22-yard line. Boy, they've had 2 excellent opportunities here, John, in their last 2 possessions.
So 3:44 to go here in quarter number 3. It's an 18-point game, 3 scores. Yeah, if you get close enough and get a field goal at least.
Yeah,
then
got to just get some
you
momentum.
Cut it to 2 scores.
Yep, get the crowd back into this and get some momentum going here.
Milky under center. Pascal straight ahead. Takes it out over the 25 to the 26.
And I think they're just going to try and take some more time off the clock here, John.
Yeah, Evansville, Albany. I keep forgetting to make that
Throw
reference
Albany
to those
in
comets that make the trip over from the Pearl of the Sugar River there. Albany.
Oh. And that's probably going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, a lot of people around here never heard of Albany, and then all of a sudden it's on the map now because of the tubing on the Sugar River. That's become quite the attraction there.
You ever done that, John?
I have not.
Oh, wonderful. It is relaxing, exciting. Nice change of pace.
Pascal.
And there's your 1st down.
Yeah, didn't need much.
Nope.
Hey, we got a great moon coming up over there. Looks like a harvest moon. At least I think that's
said, what a
moon.
beautiful night.
Isn't that the moon over there? Sure it is.
Yes, it is. I was going to see either that or else it's the lamppost at the end of my cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's.
And that would be a little too big for that, so.
It's a moon.
That would be the moon. I think after this play, I'm going to give you the answer to the trivia question, so I'll read it one more time and then place your final bets before I give you your answers.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Right up the gut and keep the clock running. Okay, your trivia question tonight. John, I'll ask you if you can do this. List these 3 college mascots in the order from the one that's most used to the least used. And the 3 are an eagle, a tiger, and a bulldog. Which of those 3 do you think is the most used?
Eagle.
You are correct. What would be the 2nd most used, a tiger or a bulldog?
I'm going to say bulldog.
You are. It is a tiger. Gee, John, what's the 3rd one then?
I could only, for tigers, I could only think of
LSU,
Clemson,
Auburn.
Oh, Sully Gaske.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice. And again, he's got that advantage over V-Way. V-Way only 5'7", Geske 6'3". So much for us thinking Evansville's just going to kind of grind it out.
Right. That was a 46-yard completion. Boy, Geske's been a tough cover for them tonight at 6'3".
And again, Milky, well-thrown ball there.
Yep.
Down at the 15-yard line of the Spartans, or let's see, 20-yard line.
Boy, is that
First
a nice target to have. Oh, wide open. Got to make a good tackle.
Missed tackle. Drop down just short of the goal line by Emmanuel Barber Thomas.
Yep.
Manny.
Down to the 5-yard line, and this is not looking good.
Yeah, that's kind of a backbreaker there. But again, your defense put you in position twice to score this quarter, and we just weren't able to come up with it.
Right.
Didn't have an answer.
No, this could be the backbreaker right here.
Yeah, it's first and goal now for the Blue Devils.
You see they are letting the clock just continue to run down. We're inside a minute. Wow.
They're going to throw.
Wow. On there it goes, up for grabs, and guess who?
Again, the defender never saw the ball, so not much you can do. There's a flag down, though, so we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Could be defensive pass interference.
Because he just had his back.
Yeah, he's got his shirt.
Yeah. Never got turned
Well, again,
around.
Evansville, they see that advantage, and they go back at it again.
That's excellent coaching. Huh?
So defensive hold will be declined. Makes the score now 40-16. Remember, the over and under, Bill, was 65. So right now we're at 56.
Boy, and we knew this was just going to be a tough game tonight because, hey, this is one of the top teams in the conference, even with an 0-3 record. They got a lot of weapons.
Urquhart. So he gets that one high, and it's good. So 41-16 now with 42 seconds to go. And again, just, that big play again, Bill.
Yes, it was.
What's kind of broken the backs defensively, but our defense has come up with some good stops here, but just offensively, whether Evansville's made some adjustments defensively or what, doesn't really matter at this point. They've stopped us twice with pretty good field position. There's a shot of the moon.
That is beautiful.
I told you
Thank
I wasn't
you
making
very
that
much.
Up.
That is wonderful.
It's like a painting.
Yeah, it is. That is excellent. Again, our staff, BB, Mr. Ben Becks, the Queen Bee, Stephanie Miller, the Mastermind, Andrew Day, and TC Patrick, Twin Cities Morn. Our 4 staff members here tonight just doing a wonderful job.
You will not see better camera work anywhere.
Nope. And I'll tell you, the quality of our picture.
McFarland cable. This is as good as it gets for the for cable here.
And the quality of the picture.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, this is like super high definition. This is wonderful.
This is top shelf.
Yep.
Oh, booms this kick. That's Nick Hall with the ball. Cuts it upfield. A little running room. Tripped up.
What I like here, the fans, too, still positively stand with the Spartans in that. Even with a loss tonight, they're still 2-2, 2 games away from playoff eligibility, John, I believe, isn't it? 4 games.
You got to win 5. So.
You got to win 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nine
that's
9
right. 9.
Season,
that's right. I was thinking 8.
Conference, you don't have the luxury of getting
I forgot about that.
Yep. Games.
I was thinking 8.
We are just a year or two, I think, away from football conferences. We're going to see that. And that's batted down by big number 55, Evan Bloomer.
Called his name quite a few times.
Yeah, we're not far, Bill, from football-only conferences. I think that's going to be a reality, and then you'll see McFarland probably more than likely playing with teams like Evansville, Edgerton, Jefferson, Edgewood, possibly Mount Horeb.
Boy, Edgewood, tough game tonight. They're at Monona Grove.
Tell you what, that big game up in DeForest.
Yep.
Tell you, Wanakee, though, they are a machine this year. And Pat's had some pretty good teams up there, but I think this is probably one of his better ones.
Well, you got a couple of really great running backs.
Oh, do we have a well, there's that delay call we had.
There we go.
Ouch.
Only it's on the wrong side here.
Well, you don't want to see that when you're down 25.
No. Nope.
31 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And actually right now we're at 32 minutes for this quarter.
Oh. Owen Boss. So Schwarting keeps
job.
it.
Nice
Hang on
job,
to the ball.
Derek. Yep.
Marquis got him along with number 18, Nolan Kickmall. Owen Boss, 5'9", 215.
Heavy pressure.
Boss.
Nice
he left his feet.
Yep.
Boss was in there like a bullet.
Derek tucking the ball in. Gotta like that, boy. As soon as you head downfield, you better be tucking that ball in.
Third down and 5. That is the end of the quarter. So 41-16. Evansville Albany on top of the Spartans as we head to the fourth quarter here on Friday night, September the 8th.
Yep. And again, in that quarter, we had one score. 42 seconds left of your third quarter. A 5-yard pass from Milky to Soligeski. Extra point good by Urquhart. Evansville Albany 41. McFarland 16. And again, that was set up by a 48-yard pass. Again, a big play from Milky to Geske. So again, these games can be viewed, and I keep mentioning our couple of websites here. You can go to the McFarland Village website and look up this game at any later date, as well as our main one, YouTube McFarland Cable. I know a lot of these kids go home and watch this ball game tonight when they get home because it's on and ready to roll as soon as it's over with here. So anytime tonight, tomorrow, next week, we've got things on there from 2-3 years ago and that, so you can go there. A lot of great memories. And again, John Wells, Bill Cather, volunteering to do this out of just our appreciation for high school athletes. And
it's been an entertaining game.
Yes, it has been.
Uh-oh.
Boy, Diamond Hudson wasn't even looking for that ball. A little flip.
That's not part of the entertainment there. But
no.
Yeah, that moves it back now, so it's going to be fourth down. Offense has run out of a little bit of that punch here.
Yeah,
in the
they
second
have. It's
half.
just kind of been two different halves here, John. It's like it's kind of like the life's been taken out here. Not a lot of noise coming from the stands. Pretty quiet crowd here.
I had to look down there to make sure people were still there. It's
gotten
eerily quiet. Spartans are going to go for it, though. Nothing
Why
to
not?
lose at this point. Schwarting, ball was tipped and incomplete, and Evansville Albany will take over at the Spartan 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Like to see
Okay, and here's a
start
shout
working in
out.
Some of their reserves here. Here on the next possession or so.
Hey, I want to comment on this right now. My son watching down in Columbia, South America. I want everybody here on our staff to hear this comment. Brett's watching down in Columbia, South America. He just texted me. He said, camera and quality is great. Now, he's watching it down in South America. He says, I feel like I'm at the game. Hopefully someday they can get a clock on the screen. So maybe we can shoot that once in a while, too.
Sam Hagley takes it down to the 26-yard line.
On key.
That's going to be a first down.
But, boy, what a great compliment coming from internationally, and somebody's talking about the great quality.
What he didn't tell you is there was no audio. So.
yeah. I noticed, Brother, you didn't comment. Well, he already did comment that I was talking too much, so that's why I've kind of quieted down here. But thanks a lot for the feedback. We greatly appreciate it, Brother, and missing you, and I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving when you're back here, buddy boy. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
I go back to Hagley again. That 6'3" frame just leans forward.
And I think their mission right now, John, is just to keep the clock running, huh?
Grind it out.
And hope that, there you go, Bretter. What do you think? That one's for you, and that's coming from your buddy Patrick. So when you see him, when you're back here at Thanksgiving, you can thank Patrick now, as we'll try and get the scoreboard up there. See, we take viewer input, don't we, John?
Urquhart. Yo, yeah, that's.
Yep, whenever you want to give us some input, please feel free. Contact us by cell phone, by email, by texting, you name it. You know, but John, it doesn't matter what the score is. These are such valuable minutes for this young Spartan squad here. Gain as much experience as you can here, because I can tell you, like you said, next year is just going to be, and the year after with all these, a lot of sophomores. Nice tackle there, Hunter Patchen.
Yeah, you look at our roster, our seniors, Patchen is one of those. Nick Herbst, Michael Marfori, Hans Schwer, BC, Brent Sherrick, Manny Barber-Thompson, and Cade Werwinski. So not a lot of seniors.
Nope.
Some valuable players, though, to replace for next year. But long season yet to go here. This is only the fourth week.
Absolutely. Still in
fumble,
the playoff hunt.
Fumble, it's still loose.
Whoa!
Oh, Manny.
Manny. Turn it on.
Manny Barber-Thomas down the sideline.
All right. Little excitement there. Mishandled.
Well, the ball sat on the ground for about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it
and
did.
It's like, oh, there it is. Manny, dreams of 6 there.
Boy, Logan Katzenmeyer. Katzenmeyer wouldn't have been there. Manny might have had 6.
He would have gone.
Could have gone. What a thrill.
That would have been one for the highlight film.
Yep.
So, again, the defense gets the offense back on the field. $9:18 to go.
Keep looking at
A lot
the
of time.
positives.
Hand off back to Jeremiah Price Johnson. Don't believe he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Evansville's just got big kids. They can just keep bringing in there on the line.
Yes, they
But
can.
credit our line. They've done a nice job out there.
Yep. Oh, and there's that
Nick Hall.
backwards pass, and boy, you got to be so careful with that.
I thought we were going to maybe see a double pass there.
That's what I thought too.
It
Well, I can tell you
appeared
they've
that
done
way.
2 double passes, one for a touchdown, and one for about a 38-yard gain.
You get these coaches, though, that scout you, and all of a sudden then it's...
That's the quality of the picture that he's getting down there. That's
very
pretty good, isn't it? It's a pretty good quality picture that I'm picking up on my cell phone. That's what he's watching down in South America.
That's
All
gonna
right.
be
Come on, Derek.
3rd down.
Something positive here. Nice play. There we
There's
go.
Donovan Hudson.
Hudson, fall forward. Oh, nice hustle.
Stood up.
And got the first
Got the
down.
first down. Yes, he did.
That away.
Right at the 45-yard line. Nice job. Nice play. That was a 19-yard gain.
Let's pull. Oh, look at that effort. Just keep those legs going. And, boy, there was contact again.
Schwarting.
Nice toss.
He's got Nick Hall. Nice job,
Oh,
Nick.
boy.
In
Good
Evansville,
job,
Albany
guys.
territory.
Yep. This is what you want right here. Again, get back in the rhythm. John, this is the stuff you're going to need for upcoming games. Again, I will mention our next telecast will be in 2 weeks from tonight. McFarland homecoming. against Bigfoot on September 22nd.
The Chiefs. Again, not an easy one. Spartans, again,
Nope.
rest of the year.
And
I
then
mean,
what
from here on
about
out,
the
it's a
last
tough
game?
stretch.
Yep. And our final home game is the presently undefeated Jefferson Eagles.
Yeah, they got a tough stretch here.
Yep.
But again, it's a very, very balanced and competitive league.
Oh.
Through Nick Hall's hands, almost picked off there by Marquis.
$19 out of 46, John, nearing the 50 pass mark. These are unofficial stats.
My money's on 50 passes or more here.
I think so.
Problem is, you want to be at least 50%, and Derek's going to wind up a little short of that.
Yep.
And that doesn't help, because that was a well-thrown ball.
That was a very nice pass. He's had a couple of drop passes here tonight. This second half has been pretty rough. First half was much better. Cade Werwinski coming in the ball game.
3rd and 10. Keep your heads up here. Keep this drive going. And that one's broken up there by Nolan Kickmall.
Yep. 19 out of 48, John.
Once again, a 4th down situation,
Yep.
and no question that they'll go for it here. So 41-16 our score. 7:18 to go. Pass over here to Hall, cuts it back up.
Needs to make a good run, and it's going to come in just a touch short.
Picks up about 6, and that'll turn it over on downs to the Blue Devils.
Yep.
And Milky's still in at quarterback for the Blue Devils. Looks like pretty much their first line offensively still in.
That's what he's watching.
Big Seth Mogg in the game now. He's 6'5". He's just a sophomore.
Yep.
Geske and Mogg 6'3" and 6'5". Also basketball players. Here's Hagley. Nice tackle by Cam Schaff.
Very nice
sophomore.
tackle. We've seen some nice tackling tonight here.
Yeah, some good
From
fundamental.
the Spartans. Very good fundamentals, yep. And that comes from practice, John, which means
and
there's
being,
a lot
and
of
being
good.
taught properly.
Yes,
That's kind of
yep,
the key.
absolutely. You know, and that's another part of becoming more experienced in that and actually doing it in game situations like this. It's excellent to see. Kudos to the staff.
Again, ran that play twice in a row, similar plays. They did that in an earlier drive this half. Went to Hagley 2 in a row.
All right, 2 counters.
See, number 10 now, B.J. Bruce is out there. He's just a sophomore.
It's always kind of nice, yeah, if we can start calling off some other names, new names of kids in that as we see them.
Quinton Brandt, number 36.
Yep.
Looks like Bruce will line up at a defensive tackle. Katzenmeyer. Boy, he's quick. Just like that, he's out near midfield. He'll pick up the first down.
.75 coming in the ball game. Hunter Bloyer, 5'7", 255.
By the way, Hunter.
Junior.
Little Bloyer, we used to call him.
Is that right?
Not little, though. He's
Yeah,
good
I was
sized
gonna
kid
say
out
Hunter's
there.
a good sized kid.
Good to see Hunter out there. Going to line up right on the ball, in fact. Yeah, they're getting to go against
Like what
Evansville's
Milky's doing.
first string here.
Milky is milking the clock
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. And wait till that official gives them the 5-second signal. counter
Higley.
again.
And he'll take it to the Spartan 44. Going to be short of the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, Evansville's got to be pretty pleased tonight getting their first victory of the season after going against 3 other heavyweights in the conference.
They had McFarland, Evansville, Whitewater, or McFarland, Edgerton, Whitewater. I don't know who's next for them, but obviously Blue Devils came in looking to pick up 3 in a row and then fight it out for those last 3 games.
Yep, you're right.
But again, the conference is so darn balanced.
Yep.
I mean, it's a pretty good McFarland team, and boy, they're giving Higley a lot of carries here. With the Pound the Rock.
Yep. Higley's another senior. So
the
they
White
go
Rock.
Pascal Senior, Katzenmeyer Senior, Marquis Senior, Agley Senior, Milky Senior. This is a senior-laden team.
We're down to, we're nearing the 4-minute mark in this game.
Yes, we are. And I'll tell you what, if we keep going like this second half will take as long as the entire first quarter did, John.
So Evansville is going to take a timeout. Got a few new faces in there for the Blue Devils.
Yep. Let's see, we got 32. 32 is Anthony Pascal, a senior, 5'10", 185. Try and give you names for players on both sides here. 86, Sam Curtis, a 5'11", 145-pound junior right there. 75 is Hunter Blair. Number 44, Xavier Schreiber.
The X-Man.
6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. I think it's great. I love to get these names on here as much as we can. Doggone, all these kids are practicing. We know these sports nowadays almost are year-round, John. Weight training and everything else, so give them a little recognition when we can. 88, Austin Miller, a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore.
Yeah, kind of what I thought. Evansville would switch up groups. Number 10 now, Trayvon Randolph is in a quarterback. He's a 6'2" sophomore. And off around the right side, number 23, Gabriel Dienberg. And a penalty marker.
A penalty marker.
As Jeffrey Jacob, Jack Hovland check in. Also number 9, Max Hansen.
16, Michael Suter in the game, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. Boy, I just keep saying sophomore. Said that was your playground class, huh, John?
Yeah,
Could you see those
like I said,
kids,
I could spot that that football skill out there. And again, getting some valuable experience here.
Absolutely.
Having to step up to the varsity. And again, they've had some success early on.
Right.
But again, we're going to hit that tough stretch of the last 6 games of the year here. And
just going to hope you get through without, I don't want any injuries, major injuries.
They're going to get better playing, better teams here. And number 14, the ball carrier, that's Tyre Severson. He's just a freshman. Wow. Freshman getting a carry out there. Saw Evansville Middle School in track last year. They had some pretty good middle school athletes. And
Zach Maurer in the game, 5'11", 165-pound junior. Like you said, Max Hansen. Seeing a bunch of Max on the basketball floor. Standing at 6'6", 185.
It's Charles Heinzelman.
Yep, Quentin Brandt on the tackle.
Wait, Quentin?
Boy, well, we really hope, John, again, John Wells, Bill Cather here. This is volunteer stuff. We just enjoy doing this and hope we've been able to provide some more memories as well as some more fun for you kids that will either watch the game tonight or you watch it later on tonight or tomorrow or next week or something else and kind of look back. And we hope we've done this game some justice and had a little fun with it.
Bill, I'm looking out there. Evansville's got a pretty good-sized lineman out there, number 73. And I checked the program. That is Dalton Beck. He's 6'2", 320. Jeb Beck, the senior, 6'4", 325.
What year are they?
Jeb is a senior. Dalton is a sophomore now. That's a couple of big boys right there. Don't know if they're brothers or not, but
yep.
Size-wise, they're they're big kids.
Yes, they are. Yeah, our apologies to Evansville, but we don't have a couple numbers that have a name. So we apologize.
And we won't make up names.
No.
Severson, he'll get the ball inside the 40. Going to be well short of the first down. So the Spartans stop, and they'll take the ball back here now with 1:26 to go. They've got all 3 timeouts. Who knows?
Don't be suggesting that, John.
We may try to get another score here. I think we will.
Let's throw the ball. Just got hollered from the crowd.
Tyler Neal now the quarterback.
Yep, Tyler Neal. It's going to hand off to Connor Frazier.
Connor's first carry. Go from defensive line to the backfield. Love that.
He
Tyler
scored a
Neal,
touchdown
also
this
a
year.
sophomore.
Yep. Connor Frazier, a sophomore. Connor Frazier, like I said, has scored 1 touchdown this year. His brief appearances in the backfield.
There's Connor.
And we're just running
He's
him
a
off the
tough kid.
gut. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll throw it or not. I'm going to guess not.
Under a minute, John. And you want to know what? Did not hit the 50 pass mark. 20 out of 49 unofficially.
No, and we're going to be under the 65 for the over-under.
Yep. As well as this ball game is going to finish, John, by 9:45, meaning we almost played the entire second half in the same amount of time that the first quarter took tonight.
No surprise there. So first down for the Spartans.
I believe this will be the last play of our ball game tonight, John, unless
Throw it.
there's some laundry.
Oh. Quarterback's going to keep. He'll pull his way forward for a couple of yards. Gets the ball.
Going to try and hurry up, see if they can
midfield.
get one more play in here.
I think we will. 10 seconds.
10, 9,
Well, a late substitution.
7,
No, it's not going to
6.
happen. And then players back out on the
It
field.
is not going to happen, and
Game's going to end. Final score here tonight. The Evansville Albany Blue Devils 41. The McFarland Spartans 16. Bill, good effort tonight. Saw some real positive things. But again, a pretty good Evansville Albany team that came in here winless.
well, the defense basically, John, kind of hung in there okay, except for some big plays and stuff. They turned it over a couple times. The offense just could not take advantage of the turnovers, turnover opportunities that they had there. But, first half, a lot of scoring, pretty entertaining and stuff like that. Second half kind of just slowed down in that. But, the way you got to look at this, it's more experience being gained by a very young Spartan squad. So, John, if you have any final comments, and then I'll put a final wrap on it.
Again, big thanks to our technical people who do all the work. We have the easy job, and they did a great job. Again, I just so impressed with all the technical work, the camera work. It's great. I think sometimes we aren't good enough for what they do, and we'll just have to keep getting better because these guys have set the bar pretty high here for as far as the broadcast goes. So had fun, and you'll be off the next game, and that'll give us. We'll be working together again for the Jefferson game coming up here. So, Bill, wrap it up and.
Okay. All right. Again, being a two-time cancer survivor, I again feel very honored, thankful, and blessed to be able to bring the efforts of your McFarland youth into your homes or wherever you may be. It's been my sincere pleasure to hopefully provide entertainment and memories for all. Thanks again to the golden voice of McFarland Athletics, Mr. John Wells, for returning to the microphone tonight, and we're looking forward to John. And 2 weeks from now, homecoming versus Bigfoot, and then, as he said, our final home ball game against Jefferson about 3-4 weeks from now. Again, thanks to Mr. Ben Becks, Mr. Patrick Morn, Mr. Andrew Day, and the Queen, Ms. Stephanie Miller, for another great job. And again, we just really enjoy your efforts. Again, we are the beneficiaries, correct, John, of
Very
all of
true.
your great work. So, remember, continue your positive support of McFarland athletes and students. Remember, they are McFarland. You are McFarland Nation. So, signing off, this is Bill the Big K Cather, as well as Golden Voice, John Wells, saying stay healthy, stay positive, God bless, and so long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.